Listen up. Be you. You got this. I said it before, and I'll say it again. Keto, Rockstars, stay strong. Be you. Bacon, beef, butter. Keto Rockstars. Keto Rockstars. Keto Rockstars. Keto on, stay strong. Be you. Keto Rockstars.
Keto Rockstars, welcome to tonight's Sunday Night Live. And we're going to open up an open panel, open mic night. But first, before I post a link in the comments for people to join, let's say hi to a few people. We got Paul's in the house, and he says, my blood glucose is less than 120 for the last 30 days. Let me move this over. Can I move that over so we can see it? Congratulations. That's wonderful, Paul. And then we've got Thomas, Target Prime Ribs in the house. Welcome, welcome. Sandy Blythe is here. And welcome, Sandy. We got Carrie pulling the boat up to the live stream. Michael's Adventures is in the house. Welcome, Michael. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you, thank you. Donna Ray, Bacon Runners in the house. Welcome, Donna Ray. Lynn 22 Q Cat is here. Welcome, Lynn. And Dustin is here. Welcome, Dustin. Feel free to come on the panel once I post that. I'd love to have you. Let's see. Oh, he says I'll be listening while I'm doing some housework. Well, come over to my house when you're done with yours, please. Let's see. Hello, Lynn 22 Q Cat is here. Bacon Runner says Donna Ray says she's going to put this on the TV. So let me know how it looks and sounds on the TV, please. And Dustin says it was fun being on Kilts with you, Donna Ray. And it was both Dustin and Donna Ray's first time being on Kilts. I'll talk about that in a minute. And Dustin's going to be watching until Chandra calls. So is Chandra coming to the meetup tomorrow? Brian Dish is in the house. Welcome, welcome. John Together Strong's here. Welcome. Thanks for tuning in. Aaron Booby Goats is here. Karen Low Carb Spin is here. I think I already said hi to Michael's Adventures. Welcome, welcome. Lance, North Dakota Carnivore's here. Welcome. Thank you. This is Faith, Fuel, and Footsteps. This is Desiree, our new friend in the community. Welcome, Desiree. You going to come on screen tonight? Jiffy's in the house. Hello, Jiffy. My good neighbor, Schmoovy. This is John, everybody. Hello, Schmoovy. Juliet's here. Hey, this is my sister from another mister. Welcome, welcome. Gary is in the house. Thank you, Gary. I appreciate you tuning in. You know, I know Butter Bob's going live right now, but there's just too many of us that go live all at the same time, and that's okay. There's room here in the YouTuber for all of us. Thank you. Carrie says he likes my hat. Ricky, Twin Brook Acres is in the house. I can't wait to meet you and Lynn at Keto Palooza. Oh, my dad is in the house. Welcome, JAD608. That's my dad. Thanks for tuning in, Dad. And Karen Low Carb Spins here. Marion Noble. Hi, Amy. I love your channel. Well, I appreciate you tuning in. You have no idea. I appreciate all my viewers. Thank you for all the supporters. Sandy just called Gary out. Liar, liar. I'm here, Gary. Haha. Thanks for tuning in, Sandy. Appreciate you. Everybody's saying hi. Okay, Diane, my good friend Diane's in the house. Welcome. Thank you. Let me see if I missed anybody. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and post the link to the stream. I got to find it. The link to the stream. Hold on. Share my stream. Where do I do this at? Why am I having a brain fart? Hold on. Add guest. Okay, here it is. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to come over here. I'm going to post the link to come on as a guest. And I'm going to pin it if I can find it. Okay, so let me pin this. This is the link. This is open panel night. Anyone can come on. Well, okay, let me rephrase this. We've had some shenanigans going on in some of the live streams, right? Mainly carnivore talk. There was some lewd visuals going on last Monday at Carnivore Talk. So I need to know you. I need to know who you are. And I need to see your face. And if I don't know who you are, I'm probably not going to let you on. Who is here? We've got our first guest, folks. It is Thomas, Target Prime Rib. What is going on, Thomas?
Not much. What's going on with you?
Not a whole lot. It's been a busy
Like, what, you're doing
weekend.
a show or something?
Yeah, only doing a show or something, you know. It's been a busy weekend and I couldn't throw together like a cooking show. So I'm not like you and I don't have guests scheduled out 6 months in advance. So I'm like,
You gotta be persistent.
yeah, no. I want to take this off. I want to take the palm trees off so we can see. Okay. So, yeah. So I'm like, you know what? I was gone most of the day and I can't really set up cooking shows when I'm gone during the day, right? All day. So I'm like, I'll just schedule open panel and we can have all our friends. So what are you up to, Thomas?
Not much. I'm doing actually 3 lives this week. So
Oh, really?
I'm pretty excited about that. I have 2 guests 2 times, and I'm doing an open panel just like you are, a round table. So
What day is that?
the round table will be on Wednesday. And then Tuesday, I'm going to have Lexi Knoll on Tuesday. And then Jenny Middich is going to be on Friday.
No way. That's awesome.
Yep.
What
And
time
then
on Wednesday?
4 o'clock, you know, the normal.
Okay.
The normal. And then Saturday, I'm going to the Albany meetup.
Cool. Cool.
So it's going to be a
And we
pretty
have
busy week for me.
we have our good friend Paul's in the house. Welcome, Paul. How you doing?
Amy, Thomas, good day,
Long-
good evening, whatever it is.
Yes. Let me get rid of this. There. Now we can see you better. How you been doing, Paul? I saw your blood glucose has been hovering around
Yeah,
just less than 120. I'm assuming that's good for you.
yeah, changed over from the Libra CGMs to the Dexcom,
Uh-huh.
and kind of did a deep dive into CGMs, and what I found out was some people's body chemistry may not work with a CGM. It's
Oh,
rare,
wow.
and you might not. And what it is, that little filament, there's a coating on it, and that chemically reacts with your fluids in your body. And from that, it's generated a current or a resistance that is measured by the device, and they translate that into your blood glucose. And whatever they did on those plus models on the Libra, I was off by 35, 45, 55% all the time. There's no way to calibrate a Libra. So I went to Dexcom, and it's just, that thing has just been beautiful.
Wow.
And it just takes away all that stress. You know, what is my blood sugar? I mean, you know, if you're on a CGM, you're still going to do your finger stick every day, probably anyhow, on average.
Right.
You know, it's just, unfortunately, very primitive, I think. You know, in this day and age, hell, we put a man on the moon. We can't tell what your blood sugar is.
Right. And we can't cure cancer too. Like, I don't understand the whole cancer thing either. So real quick, Carrie always comes in and tells his joke, and his joke today was there was a chef doing Thai dishes. Not sure where the bow was to tie. Ha ha ha. You are so funny, Carrie. So, Thomas, do you wear, I forget, you wear a CGM, right? Or do you do manual testing?
I wear the Dexcom. So.
And your experience with that?
I mean, right now my numbers are high, but you know, Paul just made me think that maybe I should do a finger stick and like calibrate it. So I'll do that later on because it's in the
Yeah.
other room and everything. So not the CGM, the finger stick.
Yeah. I'm that was all new to me, and I'd heard different things from Dexcom or heard things from wherever, and I was misinformed about how to calibrate, how often to calibrate, and all that kind of stuff. And
Right.
I learned that in the last few days, and since then, life's even gotten better.
Right.
My CGM is like within 5 or 6 of my finger stick all the time.
I mean, right now my numbers are high, but I also was really hungry today, so I had 4 meals today. So
Yeah.
my appetite definitely opened up today. So
That happens.
yeah,
It happens.
It does.
And if somebody needs a supply order for protein and fatty acids, something's going on.
And we got, I'm going to say hi to a few more people. We got Rick, Charger Mopar, Quack Quacks in the house. Spanky's in the house. Welcome, Spanky. Hope you're feeling better. We've got Coach Angela Mullins in the house. Hey, Coach Angela. Hope you're doing okay. I think I said hi to Lance, North Dakota Carnivore. And John Together Strong is here. Welcome, John. And we've got space for up to 6 people, which brings up another point. I am going to be switching streaming software in July once my subscription for this runs out.
Okay.
Just so that I can push, and maybe Thomas, since you and I have worked together before, I will enable you to do the testing with me again to see if we can push it to your channel and do a stream, a special stream.
Anything
But
I
I'm
can
going to
do
be
to help you.
switching. I'm going to be switching from Talk Studio to Restream. Because it's a lot cheaper than StreamYard is, and you can have up to 10 guests. Not that I really want 10 guests. I think at times when you get up to 10, it becomes very congested.
It's nice to have the ability. Doesn't
Yeah,
necessarily mean you have to
exactly.
have it, do it that way, but it's nice to have the ability,
Exactly. And Lance says, I am not diabetic, but I wear a CGM Stello Dexcom. I use Nutrisense app so that I can calibrate my CGM to blood check. And John Together Strong just donated $5. Thank you, John. I really appreciate the support. Everything you guys do. As Thomas knows, because Thomas has a channel and it's not free to run a channel. So every gift, every membership really helps all of us creators. So wherever you can, please throw a few bucks to your favorite creators because it really does help out. So thank you for that. Did either of you have big plans for this weekend? Like any barbecues, any
like I said, I'm just going to the meetup in Albany. So.
Is that tomorrow?
Oh no, I'm sorry. That's Saturday.
He
said the weekend. I'm figuring the weekend. No, just that's the one thing I'm not doing on Monday is I'll be working, but that's about it.
What about you, Paul? You got any plans this weekend?
And now I got a video conference with my grandchildren, and that's about it.
That's awesome.
I think they're dancing in a parade or something, but
that's nice.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, that's not a surprise.
Yeah, they went to the Penn State Nationals, or Penn State had a big Irish dance competition, and Preston swept his division and came home with the overall trophy. And the next youngest, Fiona, she, I don't know, a gold, 2 silvers, and a bronze. She's really stepped up. And the younger one, Alana is 7. She got her first ever medal.
Nice.
She just started competing this year, and it's amazing how stiff the competition. It's amazing how popular. It's amazing the amount of money spent.
Yep.
And you figure out these people travel, hotels, food, entrance fees, costumes are $500 a kid.
Yeah,
I know they're not cheap.
I don't know what those wigs cost. I have no clue.
They
No
were
clue.
wigs?
The older girls, once they get to a certain point, it looks like a giant beehive or something on top of your head.
Huh.
And when they put those
That's-
things on, and I'm at a competition, I have trouble finding my granddaughter.
Right.
They all look the same, you know. But
Oh,
and
Diana's saying that she's having trouble finding how to donate.
okay. So
do the
one
coffee. Do the
way-
coffee.
Yeah, hold on. Let me move this around. One way you can donate, if you're not seeing it in YouTube, hold on. Let me move this down a little bit so you guys can see it. You can use this little QR code. It's actually, I call it buy me a bacon, but the little thing in the middle is a coffee. But you can buy me some bacon by scanning this QR code that's on my screen, and you can donate that way. And thank you, Diana. I really appreciate it.
She found
Any
it
support-
anyway, so it's good.
Yes. So thank you. So what am I doing this weekend? What am I doing? Let's see. Yesterday.
I like your hat.
Oh, thank you. I got that at the local grocery store, which is
You know,
like
I should be wearing
Walmart.
my hat today. I just realized that.
And I got it last year for the 4th of July. So thank you. And I'm like, I'll tell you about this in a minute. I had an event to go to today. So I'm like, oh, I want to put a hat on. Which hat? And then I found this one. I'm like, oh, it's Memorial Day. I should wear this hat. Oh, thank
wow,
you, Diana. Wow, Diana. Diana just sent $20, folks. Like my little dancing bacon that I put in for donations. Thank you, Diana. Not required, but greatly appreciated. I
would donate just to see the bacon dance.
Yes, I really
Yeah, that's where
appreciate that.
we were seeing the dance. Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh. Isabella just subscribed. Thank you, Isabella. I appreciate another dancing bacon. Thank you so much, guys. It really means a lot. It really does. It really helps support this channel. You know, we're not like cable TV where you pay $300 a month and we get money for it. The super chats and the bacons and the coffees are really what keep us going, right?
Exactly.
So thank you for that. Yeah, I customized all this dancing bacon and stuff like that. So depending on what the thing is, I think somewhere there's an avocado too, but I don't know. I don't know what you got to do to get those. But by subscribing, becoming a member, or super chatting, and then if you use the Buy Me a Coffee link, it will also pop up in the screen and you'll get acknowledged as well. So thank you all for that. I really appreciate it. So yesterday this is interesting because we had a friend who had a birthday. And so we have a favorite place we like to go where everybody meets up, but it is a bar, right? And I quit drinking. Well, I mean, aside from the 2 drinks I had in Vegas, I quit drinking last July. But honestly, it doesn't bother me to go to a place. I just order soda water and a lime. And I still have fun meeting up with my friends who drink. You know, it doesn't bother me one bit. And I really connected. We're good friends with the bar owner. And I really connected with him because I apologized to him. I'm like, hey, look, I stopped drinking a year ago, right? I don't drink anymore, but I'll buy, there's these things called death water, which is just a fancy water. I'm like, I can buy the death water and support your, patron, your establishment. And he's like, don't worry about it. He's like, I quit drinking too. So even the owner of the bar doesn't drink anymore. And what was interesting was I really noticed that I don't like the loud noise because this place really is popular. And they pack in the people. And on Fridays and Saturday nights, it gets really busy. And it's like, it gets so loud in there that you can't even hear conversations. So we ended up sitting outside. And at one point, someone turns to me. He's probably going to kill me for talking about him. But one point, my friends turned to me and goes, where's Dennis? Dennis is my husband. He goes, where's Dennis? And I'm like, I don't know. He's probably outside playing cornhole or something because we like to play cornhole, right? And our other friend went and checked out. So he's like, you're not going to believe this. He's like, Dennis is sitting out there by himself on they have these little benches, like table, like tables and benches, and he's sitting by themselves, not talking to anybody, just sitting there. So I'm like, I'll be right back. I went out there and I sat with him. I'm like, you okay? And he goes, yeah. He's like, the noise is just too much for me anymore. And it never used to bother him. And he doesn't really know he's carnivore. But so my husband, and he did have some beers yesterday. He still drinks, not as much as he used to, but he doesn't really know he's carnivore, really. But when he got sick in, I want to say February, and his mouth had sores in it, he just stopped eating vegetables. So I've replaced the vegetables with things like cottage cheese and some like zero sugar yogurt and stuff like that.
Right.
So that's really what he's eating, which still has carbs in it. It's just not plant carbs. It's more
Yeah.
dairy carbs.
Well, it's a matter of degrees, basically.
Yeah. So he's like, the noise is really bothering me. I'm like, me too. Like, I just prefer. So we ended up just sitting outside, and the rest of the group came out with us because it was just too noisy inside. So I'm wondering if when you go carnivore, if like the peace and tranquility just means so much more than being in noisy places. Like, I just prefer to be at home or to have friends over to the house rather
Right.
than go to a noisy. And I don't know, have either of you noticed that, like, noisy places, it's just not my thing anymore? And he
Yeah, it's
noticed
not
it
really my
too.
thing. I don't think it ever really was my thing, to tell you the truth.
Same here. Yeah.
You know, I mean, I can do it occasionally, but I don't know. I'm always like looking for the door, like looking for the time, and like, oh, you know, I guess I should get going, you know, type thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you mentioned meetups too, Thomas. So I wanted to bring this up real quick because Thomas said, or I'm sorry, Dustin said, my plans are to see you tomorrow. So the Bears, Chris and Miriam, who are the owners of Keto Chow,
Right.
are going to be in Elkhart, Indiana, which is like 30 minutes from me. And so Dustin, is Chandra coming? Dustin, post in the comments if Chandra's coming. I think Evelyn and Carl are driving in. Schmoovy is my neighbor. Schmoovy, you should go to Buffalo Wild Wings in Elkhart, Indiana tomorrow at 6 p.m. That's where we're meeting up because our normal joints that we go to are open on Memorial Day, right? But they're here and are able to meet up tomorrow. So we're actually having a meetup tomorrow at 6 p.m. in Elkhart,
Nice.
Indiana. So if anybody's within driving distance, please, 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 feel free to come and meet us. I think it's because Chris and Miriam have an RV, and Elkhart, Indiana is like the RV mecca of probably the world, if not the United States. So anyone who has an RV that needs to be serviced or maintained comes to Elkhart, which is convenient for me because a lot of us in the space, there's a lot of people who have RVs. The two crazy ketos come in at least once a year to get theirs serviced. So when they come in, we have a meetup with them. So that's fun.
Nice.
So that's what we're doing tomorrow. Carrie says 18 years for me not drinking, and I think Sandy said something about maybe like 8 or 9 years not drinking for her. I don't know, did you guys ever drink alcohol?
I did.
Oh, yeah.
But I towards the end, like when I found out how alcohol affects diabetes, I kind of like tapered off. You know, like I used to drink like
Right.
shots and shots, but you know, once I found that out, and once I found out how alcohol really affects it, I kind of went down to like no more than like 5 a year, and then it went down to 2 a year, and then 1 a year, and then I haven't had any in like 3 years. So, but I never really overdrank when I was at parties and stuff like that. I just, I was a big guy, so I could drink. 379 pounds, you can drink a little bit more, you know, unfortunately.
Right.
I just lost all taste and desire. I just lost all taste and desire for alcohol on carnivore. Just, think about it and say, boy, when I used to eat a steak like this, pre-carnivore, there would have been a glass of red wine with it, and that was really good,
Yeah.
Of course, there was also a baked potato and butter and sour cream, and a baked potato with butter and sour cream. If you got enough butter and sour cream, it's almost keto,
Yeah.
But I'm not keto; I'm carnivore, and So, you two youngsters were babies or not even born when we celebrated our bicentennial. I was 20. Okay. I was 20 years old
Wow.
in 1976. And I went to the second largest fireworks east of the Mississippi River ever on Onondaga Lake in Syracuse, New York.
Yeah, I was 4.
Oh.
So big
You
deal.
I
were
was, well, depending on what month it was, I was either not born yet or
It was
like
July 4th.
So I would okay, so July 4th, I would have been like 3 months old.
Yeah. I think my sister was like a year old.
4 months, yeah.
A little over a year.
So I'm gonna say hi to a few more people. We got Cynthia, Cindy, Bud Files is in the house, Maritza's here, and Carnivore Jerry. Jerry, come on panel. And I think Desiree had talked about coming on panel too. We have room for
Yeah.
6. Holly Springer's also in the house. Welcome, welcome. And Juliet's being a stinker. She says maybe Amy, mom, and dad can come on and tell us all about little Amy. No, thank you. Let's
And
leave
why
the
not?
past. Let's leave it because I was a stinker. That's why.
You're a
I'm
little
not gonna
fart
deny it.
blossom. Little fart blossom.
Yes, no shenanigans. I was a fart blossom. That's a good way to explain that.
That's the loving
Oh.
expression from my grandmother to her grandchildren. You little fart blossom.
There's Jerry. Hey, Jerry.
Speak of fart blossoms. No, just kidding, Jerry. Jerry,
There she is.
what are you doing this weekend? You had an awesome live, and sorry I messed up. I couldn't get on in my car. It just wasn't in the cards.
It happens. It's quite all right. Not a thing. I had to tend to some YouTube issues with monetization, trying to figure that out. Yesterday, I had the mistake of doing my live and music playing above in the store. Denied monetization. Stuff happens. What are you going to do?
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. So what happened with your monetization issues? Because I'm having a monetization issue too.
Well, yesterday was because of copyright, because of the music playing above in the stores. That was an issue.
Right.
My mistake. The other things, what I had to do is go individually to each one because it was a gray $sign with the circle and the slash through. Are you experiencing the same thing?
No. So I'm not fully monetized yet.
Yeah.
I have the watch hours. I don't have the subscribers. So if anybody out there's not subscribed, please hit that sub button. I'd appreciate it. But anyway, so my issue is, okay, so I switched all of my payments over to my business bank account, right? And I got a payment from them. And now they're saying my bank account is closed. And I can't reconnect my bank account. And I want all of my money filtering through my business bank account because that's what's going to the accountant. You know, we do, after a certain point, have to pay taxes on this stuff, right? So I want everything going into one business bank account, whether it's my social media or my coaching business or whatever. However, luckily they have this thing that you can sign up for. It's kind of like a PayPal thing. And that connects to your bank account. So I have a roundabout, but the problem is they take like, I think they take like 90 some cents. I'm like, okay, whatever. I'll pay 90 cents just to be able to get the payout until I can get this bank account figured out. But they keep saying my bank account is closed. I'm like, no, it's not. You guys just doing that so you can get 90 cents per transfer or something? I mean, whatever. Whatever. They're going to get your money. YouTube takes like 40% and then they got to get an extra 90 cents. I'm like, whatever. It's
kind of sad.
Whatever. I'm going to stop complaining about YouTube though, because I think they penalize me every time I complain about them for something, you know, because I do.
I thought too. I thought, oh, I'm bad mouthing. I started some shenanigans. So,
You know,
yeah. So, yeah.
Big Brother is.
That's the thing people don't realize about YouTube is computers are so powerful, so fast, and so cheap. Okay, that. So let's say Thomas and I both have a YouTube channel. We say, hey, I'll subscribe to you. You subscribe to me and just go down and chat and say hi. YouTube sees that and disallows both of us. Takes us both off, me off of him and him off of me. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
because there wasn't a meaningful subscription. Wasn't meaningful, and that's what YouTube's got so much computing power. That's what they do. They do all kinds of stuff like that.
Right.
And my friend up in New
Well-
York, he was banking $10,000-$20,000 every month from YouTube, and he just quit. He was at it for 6 years. He
Yeah.
had 500,000 subscribers, and he quit.
It's a
He's
lot of
done.
work, guys. I don't mean to this is I love my community, which is what keeps me going. But the YouTube whatever, the social media part is hard work. It really is. Putting together videos, editing, on the cooking videos that I do, just to give you an example, and I know Jerry and Thomas probably don't do this as much as I do, but it took me 3 hours to edit a 7-minute recipe video. The walking videos and stuff are a little easier. I just string them all together and post them out there. But when I'm doing a cooking video and I have like 20 little steps that I have to string together and I have
Right.
to put like text on them with the ingredients and everything else,
The
I could
nuance.
spend 3 hours on 7 minutes. It's a ton of work.
Yeah.
I do like getting my recipes out there though, and getting recipes and cooking instructional videos, because I think that's the whole point to a lot of this, right? New people, you guys all know what to eat, but new people don't necessarily know what to eat, right? And sometimes they come across that. So that's why these super chats for your favorite, and not only me, but people like Thomas and Jerry and Dustin and Cindy and all of us small creators, that really helps the channel. You guys have no idea when you become a member, even if it's 99 cents or $1.99 a month,
Yeah, it
that helps keep us going. And we can't do panels like this without paying for paid software. You just can't.
Right.
And so there's charges like that. So I'm not doing a commercial here or anything, but I just want to let you guys know how much it means to us to do stuff like that. And if you're not throwing a few bucks to me, do it to Jerry or Thomas or Dustin or who am I
whoever.
missing? Or
Yeah.
Juliet, any of us creators, it
Or-
really does help.
Or Rick, even,
Or Rick. Yeah, Rick has a Buymeacoffee, and he could really use some meat in his, and probably some cat food now too.
Yeah, I
He's
was gonna
got all
say,
of
like,
those babies.
something for his cats. Yeah.
Yeah,
Right?
so
I've Amazoned him food before and butcher boxed him food before. So
Yeah, I know.
and
You have a good heart, Jerry.
70% away from, if I get him a butcher box, nobody's taking 40% of his butcher box. He gets all the meat. He gets all the cat food. If you know, you know.
Right.
Yep. So, and he's probably in more need now than ever because he's got those little baby kitties that,
It's a shame.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I'm going through some chats here.
Yeah, I mean, the only two videos that I ever really had to edit was the two I just recently did. One of me turning into clay, and the other one of me having my mascot Todd Lindy tell my story. So they each took about, I think the one took about 8 hours, and the other one took about 12.
Wow. And what about your montage that you did for your anniversary?
That took me a long time but the thing is, I had to get all the interviews and break them up and download them and put them together, and it was a lot of putting together. But I had some help with Lewis, which, speaking of the devil, and and everything. So without his help, I probably would never have been able to do it. But yeah, that probably took me about 4 days to do.
Speak of, we just summoned. Oh, he's got kittens. Hold on.
Oh my God,
Let me
the cat whisper.
Let's see. Sorry.
Why can't I see you guys?
I can
Because
see you.
we put you big.
Oh, there I am. Oh, I see myself now. Hi, guys. Kittens.
Babies.
Hold on, let me do.
Look at them.
so cute.
I don't know what I did, but Lewis, we gotta. So, are you just fostering them? Are they? Oh my gosh, they're so cute.
I mean, am I keeping all the kittens? No, obviously not. I'm just.
They're so cute, though.
They're just visiting. Hi, babies. These guys
This
are about 10
doesn't.
days old, maybe 14 days old. There's a little
Oh my
tortie.
God!
Oh my God.
Oh God, another one is
They're
attacking
so
is
cute.
attacking the phone. This is a little. I think these
It's
two
a
are
little
boys.
Milton. Little
Yeah,
Milton.
these are little Miltons. Yep. These kittens,
Oh
their
my
mom passed
gosh.
away, so now my wife is the mom, which is sad.
Oh,
But they poop a
so
little bit
cute.
on the blanket. So yeah, I heard you guys talking about
I don't know how to get everybody back.
kittens.
There we go.
Oh, you got it.
Yes,
Am I
Rick's
back?
Kittens.
Okay.
Rick's Kittens. And
Rick?
well, I was gonna say hi to you because you just joined, but you're on screen now. And Jackie, my
Yeah.
neighbor Jackie,
Hey, Jerry.
realtor Jackie is here. And Jackie, come to BW Buffalo Wild Wings in Elkhart, Indiana tomorrow at 6 p.m. We're having a meetup. Come if you can. Oh my gosh. Someone asked, are you bottle feeding them?
Yes. Yes. They are being bottle fed. They are. We use a formula called Breeder's Edge. It's we don't use KMR. We use it. My wife likes Breeder's Edge, and they're getting fed about every 3 to 4 hours.
Wow.
Ollie is in the house. Hey,
Hey,
Alia.
Alia.
Hey.
We love you too, Alia. So
And then let me see. I don't even know how I can even like change my camera. I'm afraid.
That'll keep you
This
busy.
is
Oh, you have no idea, Paul. It is.
How many kittens you
is a
got?
lot. So the 3 bottle babies, and then right below them, let me see, switch to back.
they're so cute. Yeah, and
And
Rick
then
says
these
his kittens are
guys-
fun. Hold
Say hi,
on.
babies.
Let's bring them back up.
You made a mess. So these guys are weaning, which means they're starting to learn how to eat wet food, which is why it's a mess. They are just a mess. So they constantly have to get
Oh,
little
they're
baths.
they
Put
have
them
like
back there.
the runnies.
Well, no. They don't know how. Like, look at this one's face. Like, she doesn't know how to eat yet. So when she eats, she makes a mess out of herself because she's still learning. She's still learning how to eat. These
Wow.
guys,
Gosh.
you got to get her a bib.
these guys are from These guys are from Staten Island,
Aw.
and they one of our fosters, that one of the people that fosters for us, her coworker took them, and they honestly were too young to be separated from their mom. But of course, they say, "Oh, there was no mom," blah blah blah. So then my foster had them, didn't know how to care for them properly. The little one back here, this is Venus. She was
Look at that belly.
losing
Oh my
weight.
God.
Look at that, right? She was
Fine.
losing weight. She was losing weight every day. She ended up being only about 260 grams. And finally I was like, just give them to me. I had to, because you know what it is, when you get them at that age where like they have teeth, so they really can't drink a bottle, but they're not ready to eat yet because they don't know how. It's an awkward age. So I had to basically like syringe feed her.
Aw.
And now they're
Oh my
getting to the point-
God.
yeah. But they're cute.
Wow.
They're cute. And then right above them is the Walking Dead over here, the little babies. Because now that I'm talking, they're alive. So those are the kittens that we have right now.
Wow.
These guys
So
have to get cleaned up
Wow.
a little bit.
That
Thomas,
Venus
you'll
is
get this-
really cute. Yeah.
Oh, she's adorable. Yeah, that's Venus, and this is Phoenix. 2 girls, and then the brother is the only one that didn't have a problem eating. As you can see, he's very robust. This is Gus.
Hey, Gus.
Gus.
I didn't name them. They came with their names.
Wow.
Yeah.
They're so
You know,
cute.
I
He's
grew up
cute.
working in a dairy farm, and we had
Oh,
30
lots of
cats
cats.
at a time.
Yeah.
The city people would just drop them off, and they'd wander up
Oh,
to the
no.
barn, and it was horrible because there was no birth control,
Right.
and
Spay neuter. Right?
cows. We had
Yeah.
90 cattle in stanchions, and when a cow sits down, it doesn't look to see if there's a cat underneath or not. It was very sad, you know.
Yeah.
And And I mean, and sometimes every day you see a different cat. You know, people just dropped them off. It was
I
terrible.
know. Yeah, but this is a really busy time for us. And
Oh, I
very easy.
bet.
It's very easy not to get a lot of sleep, and like thank God. Like I don't know about you guys, but I know Thomas can probably say that this holiday weekend, has been a washout with rain,
Yeah.
and thank God, because that means I couldn't. It's hard to trap cats outside when it's raining, so I was like, thank God, I need a break. So we're just staying inside.
Wow.
Right now, they're playing in the litter box. It's lovely.
Louis, do you have a channel? Because you should have a cat cam.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, he
An
has a
idea.
channel. Yeah, but
I
the
don't
cat
really
cam.
have. I mean, everyone has a channel. I really don't. Teen Utopia, my nonprofit, does have a channel, and I have lately been.
Doing the cat
Oh
stuff.
my God! When I bottle feed the kittens, I do live stream it. But that only takes like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
I tell my wife, I said, live stream the kittens. People love that stuff, and she says she doesn't do
I
it.
would
She
watch it
says,
all day while I'm working. Legit. I
yeah.
would put your
This is
channel
the
up
this is
here
the
and
kitten.
Yeah,
show
it'd
This
be
is
like
the
a whole
kitten. This
separate
is the kitten
screen.
nursery. I can show you the kitten nursery. This is. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this.
Hold on. Let me
Climbing the walls. No business climbing.
Oh my
So
God.
we have 2 incubators.
Oh.
This is a large one. Right now they're not in use because the kittens don't need it.
Oh my God.
This is the large incubator, and then the small incubator. And it's nice. It's climate controlled and humidity controlled. So when we get neonatal kittens that are critical, we can put them in here. So we use them. We use them at least a few times a year. Oh, and here we have an escape artist over here, Gus. Where you going,
Wow.
buddy? And then we have the crates that the cats are in. So it's double decker. And what's nice about it is you can actually put a floor on the top one that has a hole in it, and you can actually link them so that kittens, if you have kittens that are larger, they can kind of go up and down, which is kind of cool. Right now we have them set up separately.
Gus is
Yeah.
looking
Unbelievable.
talking to me.
He's so
I'm
cute.
from
He's
Oh
so
my
cute.
God.
I'm obsessed
from
with them.
Staten Island. You talking to
I
me?
know.
Get
After
away
we hang
from
up,
me.
I'm gonna have to give Phoenix a bath because her face is filthy. What
Oh,
happened, baby?
cute.
Look, she's chasing her brother's tail.
Mhm.
She's trying to get her
That
brother.
is so adorable.
And now they're gonna have a wrestling fight, and Gus is gonna win because he's twice her size. Oh,
Gus is the tough.
and this dog has a heartbeat in it, and it's like their mom. So they
Oh my
snuggle with
God.
it. So it has like a little battery powered thing that it just does a
Dum,
steady heartbeat,
dum,
boom 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 boom,
dum.
and it's soothing to them.
So they're not
So
looking to nudge.
right. So this is like their mom. It happens to be a dog,
Oh,
but they don't know that. They don't know
Yeah.
that.
Don't
We'll
tell
just say
him.
we'll just say it's an ugly cat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I have to
That's
tell
fine.
you,
Mhm.
when we got Linus, my orange kitty,
Mhm.
he was, I swear he was only like 3 weeks old. His ears were popped out, but just barely. And the vet gave him to us, right? And he was like, they're like, oh, just they can be on regular food now. He doesn't need a bottle anymore. I'm like, are you sure? And
How
she's
old
like,
is
you
he?
got to feed. He was like 3 weeks old when we got him
Oh no, he needs that.
because so he's got a lot of mental issues, probably because we were his parents. But we got him and to like feed him 5 times a day, and I'm like, we weren't home. So we
Yeah, no.
basically fed him 5 times a day from like 5 p.m. until like 2 in the morning. Like it was terrible because we couldn't like be home at this time. Right now I'm home all the time. So if I would have had a kitten then that would have been fine. And he made it.
Yeah.
And he was locked up in a room all day. Like we had him locked up and we kitten proofed the bathroom. So he had a kind of a big area, right?
Okay.
But I would get him out and he would like crawl into places and I would fall asleep on the couch because I'm like, the kitten went behind the couch. I'm like, I can't get him out. He's too little. So what I would do is I would sleep on the couch and then at 2 a.m. I would wake up and he would be curled underneath my neck. He would hide
Aw.
and then he would come out and then he would climb on me. I was like his mommy. And he still does that, even though he's like 17 pounds now. He tries to climb up and suffocate me on my neck, you know. That
Yeah,
face.
I
these
know. I
guys are
was
good.
like thinking the same thing.
These guys stay home all day, and the little bottle babies, they go to work with my wife, and she feeds them at work.
I'm trying to here. Let me do this. Let me do this. There we go. Okay, I think that
Well,
works.
okay, so I'll keep the kitten cam on.
There. So, oh my
Bring a
gosh.
kitty to work day.
Every day is bringing a case to work day for my wife. She brings but see, but the little ones that are being bottle fed, she literally wakes them up to eat. It takes 15 minutes, and then they go back to sleep. You know, they don't really do much at this age.
Oh my god.
Here they are.
Okay, I got to say hi
They're
to a
putting
few
on
more
quite a little
people.
show right now.
They are. We've got Golden Girl in the house, Barbara, Grandma's Crochet Corner. Hi, Grammy.
Hey,
Tuber Chat, Kevin is here. Helix is in the house, and Ron Mower.
thank you,
Welcome,
Thomas.
welcome, guys. I see
Thomas had
that. I was like,
That's
I'm
me.
like, Lewis is on twice.
That's AI Kitten Lewis.
Yes.
All right.
Got incubators. So the incubators.
Yes, questions about the
How
incubators.
like are those days old to how old?
Oh, that we use the incubator for? Birth
Yeah.
to about 3 weeks. Usually birth to 3 weeks. These guys are about 2 weeks old, but they, since my wife is bringing them back and forth to work, they basically live in a carrier when they're at work with her.
Yeah.
And they were never critical. Usually when we get kittens that are critical, like they're cold, wet, stuff like that, then we'll use the incubator, or if they have other health issues. But for when they're healthy kittens, they don't need that type of intervention. But
Okay.
incubators are good. They're life-saving tools. I have an oxygen concentrator. I can put oxygen in there. We have a nebulizer. Oh God, this is not
Wow.
medical
That's
advice.
insane.
Yeah.
I'm not a vet. I just play one on YouTube.
I was going to say you just play one on
I was
TV.
gonna s-
Yeah.
The vets must love you though, because like our vet was like, "Here, take this little tiny baby home," and I'm like, "That is the smallest animal I've ever seen, and I don't think I'm equipped to handle that."
You know what I find about most vets, their training starts at 8 weeks and up. Medications will always say 8 weeks and up. All these things 8 weeks and up, and we deal with the most fragile, the most you know sensitive life, like birth to 8 weeks. And a lot of vets, they don't know what to do with that. Like,
Right.
I microdose medications that a vet would never say you can do that, but I which guys was it? The guys from Staten Island. Like, I'm microdosing them antibiotics because they had something going on that I needed to get ahead of. And so, but they're okay.
Wow.
We
Well,
vaccinate them at 4 weeks old because that's just shelter medicine. Disease is really, really dangerous. So they get vaccinated at 4 weeks old. The vet might not want to do it until they're 8 weeks old. But I have so many cats in the house, I have to make sure everyone's protected.
I want to pull up your website.
Oh, sure.
What is it? So that
TNR
if so,
Utopia.
yeah,
Yeah,
Utopia, that's right.
TNRutopia.org.
Just because thank
Send me
you
money.
for coming on tonight and showing these amazing
Yeah, no problem.
little beings. Let me share my screen here, and this is in case you guys want to donate or help out what I'm sure he
Yeah.
would love to have
That cat
he's
that
also
cat on our cover, that was one of the first cats in our yard that we did TNR for. TNR is trap, neuter, return, where we get them spayed or neutered and we put them back outside. And she gave birth to 4 kittens, 2 of which live in my house now, and that was 10 years ago.
Oh my.
Yeah, 10
Yeah,
years
and
ago.
guys, there's a donate button right on the screen. So if you feel so inclined, please send. You can obviously see Lewis is doing great work with these little babies, right?
So
And
did
it's
I
a
meet
lot.
those 2 kittens or?
Yeah, Blue and Delta. Either.
Oh, okay.
And they're not kittens anymore. They're 10 years old now.
Well, of course they weren't kittens when I met
They'll
them.
always be baby to me. Yeah, you'll meet Thomas. You'll meet these guys on Friday. These guys.
Oh, will I? Okay, cool.
Yeah. Um, and yeah, we have you can monetary donations, and we also have a Amazon wish list and a Chewy wish list. If you just want to send cat food, kitten food, it comes right to us, stuff like that. But it's good. I like people that can follow us and support us from far away, because people who are local usually give me more work than than help. Oh, there's a kitten here. Oh, there's a cat here. But if you're in another state, they can't really help you with that. But it's all good.
Yes. So thank you. Thank you. You guys support. We have one local here that's called Meow Mission, and
They're
I've used
everywhere.
them.
We are
I've used them
everywhere.
because we have, I hate to say this, and this is probably not a bad thing anymore. I used to think it was bad. We have a hoarding house. We have
Mm,
a colony a couple streets away. And so a lot of times, when cats have kittens, they'll move them. We had some that were born in our shed one year. And
mm-hmm,
actually, they stayed around we fed them for a little while. They stayed around, but we got them TNR'd. And then they
mm-hmm,
moved on when another cat showed up. I don't know if I ever told you the story, but we had a black cat that my neighbor named Monroe, and it was one of the babies.
mm-hmm. Okay.
But Monroe was not friendly. He was very feral. Like, he would come around and then you put food out and he'd eat the food, but then he'd take off, right? He was not friendly. And his ear was tipped because we got him TNR'd.
Yeah. Good.
Next thing I know, I'm putting food out and Monroe starts rubbing my leg
Yeah.
and he
They
looks a little
decide.
bigger. Well, we had an imposter Monroe. So another black kitty found out that we were feeding a couple of the TNRs, and he stepped in,
And he was
and
friendly
so
or
he
friendlier.
was friendly. And so what happened with him was we were like, he kept coming around. I'm like, this seems like somebody's cat. So
Uh-huh.
I advertised, and it was starting to get really cold. So we trapped him in our garage, and he didn't like that one bit because we wanted to give
So he
him
was
some
friendly, but
shelter.
not completely friendly.
Yeah. So I placed an ad in the local shelter. You can, if you find a cat that seems like it's somebody's pet, you can place like a found or a found ad.
Yes.
And the owner reached out to me and says, "Do you have our cat?" And I'm like, "Not anymore. We put him in our garage for a little bit because it was cold." And oh, did we just lose
I was just going to
Lewis?
say, we just lost the guy you're talking to.
The
And
cats might have bumped his channel off, maybe with their
he'll
tail.
probably be back.
Yeah,
So
they were kind of
what?
interested in that camera there.
Yeah, maybe they like hit a button.
This is
So
enough.
so what ended up happening with that is he reached out, and it's a factory. He's a factory cat. And there's factories right behind where I live. And so it was cool. Oh wait, he's back. Hold on. Okay, so there he is. So
The
Lewis,
kitten first exit or refresh or
I
something.
knew it.
that is so
That's
funny.
what we
We
thought.
thought that's what
I'm telling you.
happened.
I'm telling you, all of a sudden I'm like, it was Gus. It was Gus.
Gus.
Like, so
It was
the owner
Gus.
said,
Gus,
the owner
you'll
said,
do.
"You have my cat," and you said, "Not anymore." Was it really their cat, or did
Blame
they
it on
think that
Gus.
they?
Oh, Schmoovy, my neighbor says Meow Mission helped me out around here. Yes, I've donated on my birthday to
nice.
Meow Mission.
Oh,
So, and there's a couple more people here. Paul, Defense Wiz is in the house. Welcome, Paul. Thanks for
Hey,
tuning
Paul.
in. I hope you're doing well.
Yep, they
So
got
so
me.
anyway, what I was saying when Gus booted you off is
I'm
the
gonna do it again.
owner reached out to me, and it's a factory. He belongs to he's a factory cat. There's a factory right behind where I live.
Oh,
And
okay.
so now I have the guy like whenever he's missing, because he lets him out, right? He lets him out.
Right.
And we're his aunt and uncle. And he comes to
Mhm.
visit us, and every time he stops by, I put a little snack out for him, and then he goes back
Aw.
home.
What's his name?
His name is Big Boy.
Okay, not Monroe 2.0.
Not Monroe. No. So his name's Big Boy. We found out, but actually they got him fixed, and so he doesn't want to go
Right.
outside as much. So
Oh,
we haven't
good.
seen him in a while.
Mm.
But that's kind of like my imposter cat story who wanted a snack. He likes snacks. So, and ever since he started coming around, the other two that we were caring for, like just feeding them once in a while, they stopped coming around because they spray and they don't. They
Yeah,
scare
it's
each other.
not.
They run
Yeah,
each other
they're
off.
very territorial.
Right.
It really is. It
Yes.
really is amazing, especially in the city. Every few houses you'll have a different group of cats. You would think that they would mix together, but they really don't. They're very territorial.
Yes,
Right,
yes,
guys?
for sure. Oh my gosh. So cute.
They
So
are
other
cute.
than searching for cats, what are you doing this weekend, Lewis? Anything
Oh well,
exciting?
just enjoying the rain. No searching for cats this weekend, and then next weekend we have the meetup in Albany.
Mhm.
So we'll be going to that, and that's it. There was some steak on sale at a supermarket, $8.99 a pound for T-bones and porterhouses. So I bought some of those. I had one of those today.
Which supermarket?
So Stop and Shop has them on sale for $8.99 a pound. And then ShopRite had them on sale for $9.99 a pound. Obviously I got them for $8.99. But then ShopRite also had ground beef 80/20 for $2.99 a pound, which is really good. So I bought some of that. And it's been raining, so I haven't been able to use the barbecue. But tomorrow I think I'll be able to make some hamburgers. I forgot who it was. They told us if you mix maybe it was you, Jerry, ground pork and ground beef to make really good hamburgers. Is that you?
I do that too. I may have mentioned it several.
Yeah,
I think it was
I
Jerry
never
that
tried
mentioned
it,
that.
so I'm gonna try it tomorrow. I got ground pork and I got the ground beef. I'm gonna mix them together,
Cool.
see how that is. So yeah, that's it. Be quiet, and then obviously tomorrow's a holiday. No work tomorrow. Schools are closed. And then Wednesday is a Muslim holiday, Eid. So schools are closed on Wednesday, so I'm gonna take off Wednesday. And then Thursday and Friday. Oh, so look at this kitten trying to
Look at him.
take me out.
All I see is whiskers.
It came from above. So Thursday, Friday, I'll probably work from home, and then Saturday we're going to the meetup, and making our way through the into the summertime, which is good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
it's
since
gonna be
Lewis
good.
is here, Hack Your Health. I don't know
Yes.
how many people we're gonna try to get and I don't know, like maybe we need to get a couple VRBOs because I don't know how many people we can
Yeah.
fit in one
We
VRBO.
need like you ever see the show Big Love? Where you have all the
No.
houses and they share one big backyard. That's what we need. We need
Isn't
like
that about like a
it
guy
is.
who's got like 50 wives or something though?
But he had to keep his life secret. So they all had separate houses. He would go into the same house every day, but then go to the
Mhm.
backyards and it was one big backyard because like a compound. That's what we need for Hack Your Health. We need
Hack
like
Your
a
Health.
row of houses.
Right.
I'd
that we
be
could rent.
willing to share a room with a female if there's like a room with two
Yeah.
beds in it or something like that.
Sure, yeah.
So just
Yeah, we're working on
let
it.
me
I found a whole bunch of different options. You have to really read the postings for these places carefully because it'll say like, oh, 6 beds, but like one of the beds is in the kitchen or something. Like you have to like
yeah.
it doesn't mean that there's 6 bedrooms, so you have to really read carefully. And
Yeah,
listen,
you
I'll
have
be
to like
cool.
read
I'll
between the
sleep
lines, so to speak. Right.
on a bed. Yeah, you have to be very careful and look at the pictures and stuff like that. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, there was a bunch of stuff that I found. I don't know if we're gonna find a bunch of them nearby each other, but we can definitely. And a lot of these websites, you can actually get you can make the reservations now and not be if you cancel, you still can get your money back. So
Well, that's
Yeah.
good. That's
yeah.
good. I like that idea.
Mhm.
Yeah, Paul, I'm married, so I'm not gonna bunk with a guy. Sorry. That's just kind of like, I will stay in a house with a bunch of people, but my
Right.
roommate is gonna be a girl. I
Well,
do have
good.
sense of adventure though, but not like
Not
that.
that much. That's
No.
right. Yeah. So you're going to Hack Your
Um,
Health too?
I think
Me?
Amy's
Yeah.
working. Did you get a Kilts
Yep.
health ticket?
Great.
Yes, I got a
Mhm.
Kilts Health ticket. I'm going to be working the Kilts booth.
Great.
I
Me
messed
too.
up though, Lewis, because the flights like a month ago were $280.
Okay.
Then they went up to $380.
I didn't buy my
Now
flight
they're
yet. Did you buy your flight?
I didn't buy
You
my
bought it
flight.
when it was what?
no,
So now how much
no,
are they?
It's 320, and I'm like, do I buy it now or do I see if it goes down any further?
And
I
a lot
I
of
haven't
flights now are
looked.
no luggage.
Yeah, that's fine. I wear the same thing every day.
I know. I'm
Jeans
just
and it
saying
kills health. Yeah, no, you're
you
right.
can't check a bag on a
Without
lot of
extra
flights
fee,
now.
right? Without an extra fee.
Oh, Anna's in the house too. I think I just missed her. Thank you, Anna.
She went to go eat her picanha.
And my dad is leaving too. Bye, Dad.
Hi, Dad.
Bye, Dad.
So I'm debating. So the way my flight is gonna be is okay, I don't like driving to Chicago, period. Right? Plus it's expensive to leave your car in Chicago, even for a short
Oh.
period of time. And here's the other thing. So the interesting thing, American Airlines, you can book out of South Bend, but what they do, this flight, you actually go through security in South Bend, Indiana,
Mm-hmm.
and then you ride a bus to Chicago, and you're still in security. You're still technically considered in
Oh, because you
security, so that when
haven't.
you get to the
That's great.
plane,
You go right in.
you you're already like considered through security.
And how much
Now
does
I
that
think
cost? Is it more money?
that's a 320 right now. It's 320.
And how long is the bus ride?
It's like 2 hours, an hour and a half.
What's wrong, Gus? You in trouble? You got your nail caught?
But I think that's really so. We have a direct flight through Allegiant, which is cheaper,
Mm-hmm.
but the dates aren't right. Like
When I'm
I would
flying
be,
in Thursday and leaving Sunday. When are you leaving? I have to get back home to
I'm
work.
gonna fly in Thursday and leave Sunday with this
Okay.
flight. The other one would be like Wednesday to Saturday. I'm like, that's not gonna work. Or Tuesday to Saturday or something. I'm like, no. I want to fly in Thursday. Now, I
Yeah.
don't think I'll get there till like 9 p.m.
That's fine. I mean, I got there late. Well, actually, that's not true. I originally this past year was planning on getting there Thursday night because then we had to set up the booth Friday morning.
Right.
But that was when there was like TSA drama and they were canceling flights this past November. So I ended up taking off from work on Thursday and moving my flight JetBlue. I flew JetBlue and they were because of all the cancellations, they were waiving change fees. So I actually moved my flight from the last flight of the day to the first flight of the day on Thursday, thinking they were less likely to cancel the first flight. So I got to Tampa no problem, but I was there very early. But I was originally planning on getting there late.
Yeah, this is
Um,
really the only option
Mhm.
because I have to take a bus
Yep,
to Chicago and
and
then,
that takes
wait
time.
there a
Yeah.
little bit and it takes time. And then, so that's the flight I'm probably going to get. And I also looked into other
Your
flights
husband's
out of
coming too, right? Or
O'Hare.
you coming by yourself?
I'm coming
Isn't
by
your husband?
myself.
Oh, okay. I thought you
No,
said
I
at one
asked
point your
him.
husband. Yeah,
I asked him.
Oh,
He's not
I
really
know.
into this he eats he eats
Keto.
carnivore. He doesn't yeah, he actually eats carnivore now with occasional beers, right? But ever since he had his medical issue, he doesn't know that he's on carnivore. I hope he's not watching right now because he's downstairs setting up his new TV, but he eats carnivore, but he's on a dairy carnivore, so he eats I've replaced his salads with cottage cheese and like sugar-free yogurt. So he's eating
Okay.
carnivore. He just doesn't realize it. I don't call it that. So, and the other day he wanted a veggie, so I gave him some of my fermented cabbage. I'm like, here, if you want a veggie, eat this.
And does he like the food?
He does, but you know the bathroom issues that people have when they can't go. He's
Yes.
having that. So I'm like, you need more butter,
Mm.
eat more butter. So I'm telling him to put more butter on things. And then I also ordered him some magnesium citrate, so that should help.
Oh. Do you have any MCT oil in your house?
I have coconut oil, but not MCT.
So
I'm
put some
switching to my
coconut
computer. I'll be
oil
right
in
back.
his coffee. It'll just
Okay.
whiz right by. And you can't
Yeah.
taste it. Oh, Lewis is gone again. Poof.
Oh wait, he's back. Hold on. Look, he's got the
There you go.
fancy background.
Ooh,
Look at that.
Lewis, you look so young. You look like you'd be a skateboarder. You're so young looking.
I hear you guys at all, but it's me. Hold on.
he can't hear. So you're going to the meetup, Thomas, right?
Yeah. I was planning on it. So yeah.
And then let's see, are my comments coming in?
I
I'm a
can't wait
mess right
until
now.
Thomas has the cat going across his desk soon from his roommate.
Yeah. Yeah, he doesn't really come out here though. He's been out here a couple times, like when I'm sleeping. But
Did your roommate moved in?
yeah, she's all moved in and everything. And
How's that
that's
going?
cute. It's a black and white tuxedo cat. So
No, what about the human? That's
what?
what I'm worried about.
No, she's good. She's very good.
Good. Yeah, cats are
I
easy.
think
People are hard.
True.
I think Grandma's
All right, let's look at
complimenting you,
flights.
Lewis, about your
Oh.
The 5 o'clock
Not-
shadow.
Is that what that's called?
Yes, that's
After 5 shadow?
yes,
Yeah.
that's just a long weekend mode. But thank you.
That's what I have right now is a 5 o'clock shadow.
Mm-hmm. All right, JetBlue.com.
Jackie's asking if I need some packs of Element. So I have a ton of
Always.
salty. I'm not doing flavored right now, except for when I go on vacation. I did have some flavored when I was in Vegas because, everyone is like eating foods and drinking the things and I'm sitting there trying to be good and I'm like, my one treat that I take on vacation with me is flavored electrolytes, just so I have something to feel special. But then when I'm at home, back to business, just some flavored.
All right, so we're leaving Thursday the 12th and we're coming back Sunday the 15th, right?
Yes. Here's the problem. My flight on Sunday is like at 6 a.m. I can't get a later flight.
Oh, you're missing the show on Sunday.
Yep. I have no choice. There's no other flight.
So
I mean,
so here's
could
what I
see.
got. I don't know what this is.
Just want to make sure I asked off on the right days.
No, I don't. Oh, Westchester County Airport. No, I want to find out of LaGuardia. I'm old and lazy now. All right,
Hi,
so
Cindy.
there's one flight on Thursday. Oh no, it's not direct though. I need direct. JFK.
Yeah, that would be easier.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah. All right. So there is a direct from JFK to Tampa. 12:30 p.m. gets to Tampa at 3:30 p.m. Thursday, 2:28. And then there's this is probably the one I'm probably gonna take, even though I'm gonna regret it. 8:45 p.m. JFK gets me to Tampa at midnight. $174.
See, I am like a budget person, so I would be all over that, right?
Yep. And like was said before, like what Paul said, this is just a carry-on bag. And I can't even pick a seat. It's basically in survival mode. But that's fine. I'll take that.
That's how I like to travel.
But see, because flying home on Sunday is expensive because that's the day everyone's flying home. So if you look at my return flights, let me just do JFK or LaGuardia.
No way. Hold on. Carnivore's grandma is here. Robin.
Hey,
She's the one who's doing the Kalamazoo meetup.
Yes.
Can't wait to meet you.
It's the event. The event.
The event. It's more than a meetup. It is like people flying from all over the world. Okay, sorry, Lewis. Go ahead. I got excited.
No. It's exciting that Robin's here. Yeah. So apparently there's no direct flights home. I don't get that. Nonstop Tampa.
I did not, Jackie. I'm not driving 4 hours to Detroit. If I was going to do that, I'd probably drive to Indy.
Yeah, so I asked off for November 12th to the 16th. I just want to make sure I asked off the right days.
Yep.
So that would be
I'm so excited. So's Jerry. I know Jerry and I are rooming together, and Jerry Menawa is going to stay with us.
Oh, nice. Minimal's
Okay.
cool.
So here's what I plan on doing for that. If you guys want your own beds, I'll bring in my blow up mattress and I'll sleep on that if we don't want to share beds or anything, because there's 2 beds in the room. I'm fine. I'll sleep on the air mattress so that we can all share a room if, sort of thing.
That's an idea. I never thought of that.
For you.
Yeah, I have a real. It's one that you plug into the wall and
Right,
it keeps it
just pump
inflated
right up.
all night. So like, I'm not gonna wake up on my bad hip on the floor in the morning.
Yeah,
know
you
what
just
I'm
wake
saying?
up every 30 minutes with a.
You know,
I've got
my
OSHA
daughter.
hearing devices. I'll just plug my ears. It's
Yeah,
all good.
everybody bring. Hey, if you're staying in our room, bring earplugs. Or if you're in the room next door, Grandma, bring your earplugs because you might hear it.
I had a mattress
That's a
like
good
that, but it
idea.
had a small leak. So by the time I was done, it was like on the floor, literally.
Hi, Karen.
Oh my gosh, I'm so
my-
freaking excited.
Yeah.
And Jeannie's coming from Australia too for the event.
I know.
Wow.
That
Wow, that's cool.
okay, guys. This is really
Wow.
freaking me
And
out
here I
because
am not driving from New York. Terrible.
That's a long ride.
I was looking at that at the Kalamazoo trip because it's the holiday weekend. It's before school starts again. I was like, oh, I could probably do it, but it's a long drive.
Yeah.
no, actually,
wanna-
Kalamazoo's bigger than I thought. Okay, so Kalamazoo is population 73,000,
Mm-hmm.
which is about the size, I believe, of where I live, Mishawaka. Let me see. It's not a real big city, guys. It's a nice city. I like it. Let me see how much we are. So we have about 51,000 in Mishawaka. How much does South Bend have? So it's
So are you
actually
driving to
bigger.
that?
Yeah, it's only an hour and a half away.
Oh, okay. Okay. Good. Good.
And what's funny about that was, honestly, I wasn't going to stay the night because I had bought my tickets a long time ago. I'm like, oh, this will be a cool day trip. I'll drive an hour and a half, go to the meetup, and then turn around and drive home, right? But then this is turning into something like way bigger. I mean, Jerry said, I'm coming. George and Lainey are coming from
I know.
England.
Wow.
Crazy.
Jeannie's coming from Australia. Grandma's driving from Ohio. And they're
Oh
all
my
staying 2
God.
days. And yeah, even okay, so even Carnivore's grandma, she says not a big city at all. I feel like we need to and I offered to take George and Lainey to a Notre Dame football game because there's one the following Saturday. I'm like, if you guys are going to be in the area for a while, I'll take you to a Notre Dame football game because it's an experience,
Right, that'd be
right?
a-
They
Yeah,
would love-
it's
but they're
10 hours and 57-minute drive
from you.
from me. And is there an airport over there?
Yeah, Kalamazoo has their own airport. You need to come, Lewis.
Is there a Marriott there?
There
Sure.
is. Hold on. Okay, guys, I got to pull up Robin's.
right,
I can
Called the
stay free at the
impact.
Marriott.
Let me see. This
When
is.
is
Let me.
the Kalamazoo event? What days?
Okay, so let me share this. Hold up.
Oh, the airport in
Oh my
Kalamazoo
gosh.
is AZO. That's fun.
Because what
I think it's September.
what my daughter and her husband do is they buy their cars every 3 years. They buy 2 new vehicles, and they buy them on American Express.
Do we know what time it's going to start?
I don't know, Robin. Robin, what time do you start?
Yeah, what time does it start, Robin? Yes, there is a Marriott, she says. It's on my list, but not far.
Okay.
See, Kalamazoo, I got to stop. I got to do a
11
layover.
a.m. 11 a.m. Lewis.
Oh, okay. I can do that.
Drive all night.
No, now I'm looking at flying because I can't.
You gotta come, Lewis. You gotta come.
Who's the man with the eggs, with the sunny side up eggs? That wasn't Russ.
This guy,
No,
this
we
is Coach. This is one of her coaches, Coach Sherrod.
okay.
So this is her webpage.
Robin looks great.
Oh, here we go. So let's see. It is September 5th. The Drake Carriage, Farmstead Carriage Barn. And one of my favorite girls, Nurse Laura's gonna be there.
Yay.
Is Stephanie still coming? Dr. Nelson, Shared Meat Man Brown, Carrie's coming, Dr. Kiltz is coming. Let's see. There is a Holiday Inn. Is it, you said Holiday Inn, Paul?
No, Marriott.
Marriott.
I could
I'm
stay
sure
there
there
for
is.
free.
I'm sure there is one. These are just the hotels that they are affiliating
This
with
is-
'cause it's walking
This is where
distance.
we're staying, Jerry. And Jerry, I have a question for you. Because I think Jerry is planning on taking a ferry. Jerry's taking a ferry. Jerry and a ferry. It rhymes.
Jerry,
So I
Oh,
think-
ferry on
So-
the Jerry.
Do I need to come pick you up, Jerry?
Well, I don't know where the ferry. I don't know if it's Green Bay, and then does it
So
go direct
I'll
Columbus?
show you. I'll show you. Ferry across Lake Michigan. Because I already looked into this. It
So-
goes to Muskegon.
Should I buy my flights? Should I buy my flights right now for Tampa?
Yes, do it right now.
$350 round trip.
Live. Do it now. Do it. Do it. There's pretzels.
Okay,
I demonstrated
so-
Grab it.
Wait, did I already book my flight for Tampa? I'm confused.
So let me show this. I have not, because I'm debating because I'm scared it's gonna. Okay, let me share this.
I'm worried because
So you
the
can see
price the
this.
price of gas is only going to go higher throughout the summer.
You think? So I should probably. Okay.
But it normally goes up in the
So-
summer.
Okay, show me where it is.
Okay, so it's not this one. It's this one right here, Muskegon. Lake Express High Speed. So
And I
I
can take
think-
my car in there and go.
yeah, but it's even more expensive. Did you look into the prices of it?
I have not, Amy. No.
Yeah, so here's the deal. Oh wait, Milwaukee. Milwaukee. Does it go from it goes from Milwaukee?
Not Green
Here's
Bay.
the
I
cost.
just want to travel across the state that way,
Okay, so here's
going downstate.
the
know-
rates.
Some countries have no oil, no gas, no air, no jet fuel, no diesel. Ireland's out.
Wow, that is expensive.
Okay, so it's $211 round trip. That's just per person, for a person, right? Somebody just joined. Hold on, I'll get you on screen in just a second. Now to take your car,
Who is it?
it's $248 just for your car.
Just
So
the
you're
car.
looking at spending $500 total.
Shut the front door.
No. Can you guys see this?
Wow.
So 257 for, I'm sorry, that's the wrong. It's 211 round trip for a regular cabin, and then it's $240 round trip auto.
and
to-
they don't account for the person that's in the auto that's going across. They double charge.
I don't know. You need to find out. I don't think you can sit in your car on it. I don't know if you can. I don't know if you just booked the vehicle, a motorcycle.
Amazing. Yeah. I'm not
Oh,
in it. And
It looks like
Lake
it's just
Express-
for the vehicle.
But I think the Lake Express goes from Milwaukee only. It doesn't go to Green Bay where I was intending to go across the state.
It's Milwaukee, I think. So if we look at the Milwaukee to Muskegon, and let me show you where this is in regards to Kalamazoo. So hold on, let me pull up a map here.
I got a gal in Kalamazoo. That was a big song, baby.
It's an hour and 28 minutes, which isn't bad, right? So Muskegon is up here, Kalamazoo's down here. So, and I live down here where it says South Bend. So if you need like if you're taking your vehicle, that's one thing. But if you're just coming by yourself, then I would need to drive up and get you, and then we need to turn around and go back south. So
Oh,
you need to look into that and see if that's something you really want to do.
absolutely. Well,
So
I
I
got the
wanted to
big
point that out.
gas guzzler too, though. That's the thing.
Okay. No way. Hold on. Shut the front door. Robin's on here. Hold on. Robin! Hold
You
on. I'm
left.
freaking
You made
out.
Robin waiting.
I didn't know who it was. I'm like, hold on. Okay, so let me. Okay. Robin's in the house. Robin. What's up, Grandma?
Hey, can you guys hear me?
Loud and clear.
Yes. Loud
Yep.
and clear.
Oh, there you are. I'm like, what am I looking at?
I
Hey,
know.
everybody. I'm so excited to catch you guys live. It's so crazy that you guys are talking about coming to Kalamazoo. I'm so excited.
I am too.
Oh my gosh, I can't wait to meet everybody that's coming. I'm super excited. It's going to be amazing. Impact was so powerful last year that I think it's going to end up being an annual thing, you guys. And you were talking about like how it's on the holiday weekend. That's by design because I wanted to make sure that people would be able to take off work and kids are not in school and all that stuff. So I'm super, super excited.
I'm pumped. I was going to come last year, Robin, but for those of you who know my story, I went carnivore in July, right? I went carnivore in July of last year, and I was having thyroid issues and exhaustion, and I was just like, I just don't feel like drive. I didn't even want to drive an hour and a half. Like an hour and a half seemed, and now I have all this energy, and I'm crazy, and it's like, now I'm staying for 2 days. And Kalamazoo is about the size of like Mishawaka where I live. Like I've been to Kalamazoo several times. Like
Yes.
it's only an hour and a half away. So if that.
Well, I'm thinking about doing something on Friday night. So for anybody that's going to be in, if you've gotten your tickets, you'll get an email from me as we get a little bit closer.
Cool.
There is a what is the name of that place? It's not Fogo de Chao, it's the other one. But
Texas
it's
de
one of
Brazil?
those Brazilians. Yes, Texas de Brazil
Yes.
up in Grand Rapids,
Good.
which is 45 minutes from my house. So I'm like,
bad.
let's just do like a
Yeah.
little get together for anybody that's
Yeah.
going to be in town. So you'll get an email from me about that. I haven't really set it up yet, but I'm thinking that would be fun.
That will be a blast. I'm so pumped. I wish I came last year. I kick myself because I'm like, I made excuses that I wasn't feeling well, and I'm like, holed up in my house. But anybody who hasn't felt well knows, we all have those situations. And now this year I'm like going to, I think I said 5 meetups. And if I
Wow,
count
good for
tomorrow, I
you.
think, let's see. Well, one of them got canceled. Chicago got canceled. So I was a little sad about that. And Jerry and I'm telling you, we need bail money. Jerry and I together, we need bail money. So we're rooming together at Kalamazoo, and we're rooming together at Keto Palooza
Oh
Nice.
boy,
in Louisville. And so,
trouble.
Amazon
yeah.
tonight. Yay.
Yes.
I am not going to make a donation on the buy a cup of coffee to pay your bail. I'm not doing it.
Okay.
No.
Okay. So, and
I'm
I'll
just
have a
teasing.
car. I'll have a car too. So like, I can take so many people in my car from if we go to the Texas Day Brazil the night before.
Yeah.
So,
Yep, I'm definitely thinking about doing that because I was like, we should get together. I mean, people are going to be in town already, so we should do something. I
Oh,
thought
yeah.
about doing something at my house, but I don't know how
Enjoy.
many people are coming. It sounds like it's just getting bigger and bigger, It's pretty
it
exciting.
is. It is going to be amazing. I'm so pumped.
You're on mute, I think. Either
Me?
that or yeah. Oh,
Can you hear
now
me?
I can hear you. Yes, now
Oh.
I can hear you.
Okay, so I gotta acknowledge a few more people. We have Paul, Defense Wiz is in the house, Papa Carnivore, Jonathan,
Papa
Bill
Carnivore.
Cook is in the house, retired Rick
Hey.
is here. Let's see, who did I miss? I said Peter, right? Papa Carnivore. Yeah, I think that's everybody.
Leanne and Pets.
Leanne Pets. Leanne. Hi, Leanne.
Leanne.
Welcome. Oh, I'm so pumped. I gotta make sure I bought the after party ticket. I'm pretty sure I did.
Yeah, I'm super excited because I don't know if everybody's aware that we're going to be showing a screening of the Healing Humanity movie this year.
Yes.
I'm so grateful for the opportunity. Carrie reached out to me and I'm like, yes, absolutely. Absolutely. We'll figure out a way to make it work. And so that is a huge, huge deal. So I'm just really thankful for the opportunity to bring that movie up, bring it to the community, you know, because it's getting around, but it's getting around. You kind of want it to be on the big screen and just be able to go watch it somewhere. So I'm
Yeah,
super excited that we're going to
I'm
be able to
excited.
have a screening of that. Yeah, so that's a big deal. And then right after that, we're going into the dance party, and we're just going to have a good time and kick back and have some fun.
I have a
Excited.
question. Are you going to be playing any of Barbara Grandma Crochet's music at your party?
Well, I don't know. Maybe Barbara Grandma Crochet can bring some of her music and we will
Yes.
play it. We will shake a leg.
She's got
Absolutely.
all the genres, everything.
Okay.
You can boot,
Yeah.
scoot, boogie, and shake
right.
it on down.
Good, good, good. Yes, bring some, Grandma. And we'll put it on and we'll dance and move and groove to it.
She says yes.
Looks
Yep,
like this
she says
party's
it's all
on
on
its
the
way to
channel.
going out of control.
Yeah.
It's going to be.
It's gonna be so
So,
much
y'all,
fun.
are there tickets left? Tell us, are there tickets left, Robin? Can people
Yeah,
still get
there's plenty of
tickets?
tickets left. You know, we're about halfway sold so far. We've got still 3 months, so I'm feeling like it's moving along at a pretty good clip. But yeah, we've got we're about halfway sold, so still plenty of room for more people to come. Bring somebody that doesn't know. You know, that's what I'm asking. I'm hoping
Uh-huh.
that people that are not aware of this sugar-free lifestyle can come and learn and change their lives the way that we have. Like my life has completely changed. Everything changed since I changed to carnivore 3.5 years ago.
Now I know
So,
that
did you see this, Jerry?
I'm
Jackie says usually you can stay in the vehicle on ferries, so maybe you only have to pay the one fee. I don't know. Do you know anything, Robin, about the ferry that goes to Muskegon?
It,
Yes, I think you can stay in your car. It does go over to Wisconsin. I work in Wisconsin, so I've kind of been looking at it, though I haven't tried it. Hey, Rick. I haven't tried it, and but I know that you can, you know, take your car over there. I've been thinking about it now that it's warming up, and I could just drive up an hour and a half and take my car with me to Wisconsin instead of flying, which is what I've been doing.
interesting. Now George is having that UK meetup, I believe, in 2 weeks, perhaps 10 days. And somebody has a Amy, what's that called? Or Lewis, that thing that you plug in your computer when you have all the music, and then you
A
take it
USB?
out. A what?
USB stick?
Maybe. And there,
Fire
George,
stick.
I don't know. I just
Or-
found this out yesterday that George,
They made a
somebody
playlist.
a playlist. So
Yes.
if we can get George to bring that with him from the UK, this playlist, nobody has to futz and make a playlist to give to Carnivore's Grandma Robin because it'll already be done.
That's
Well,
cool.
that'll be awesome. I think we're gonna do some line dancing. So hopefully he's got some line dance
Ooh.
songs on
Sounds
there.
like something
My
Amy
son is
would
a
enjoy.
DJ.
Like
Yeah, my son
20
is a
years ago,
DJ,
I
so
could
he
line
may DJ
dance.
for us. Yeah.
It's like riding a bike, Amy. It's like riding a bike. You
No,
never
no,
I'm
forget.
not
I
a
was, I could,
dancer, but I love to party and, you know, shake a leg a little bit.
I'll figure it out. It'll be fine. I'll wing it. I feel like you can wing it. Just look at what the
Yes.
neighbor next to you is doing. So Cindy asks, who's going to KPL? Raise your hand. Anybody?
I'm thinking about going. I haven't made my
Go.
decision yet, but I'm
Ooh.
thinking about going. Yeah.
Lewis isn't going to that one, right?
Where is
I know
KPL?
Thomas isn't going. It's in Louisville.
Kentucky.
So KPL is the whole reason I'm here. KPL is the whole reason because what I'd done since 2021 is I had a private Facebook group and I went live. And so, you know, my girlfriend locally here says in 2023, she went to Ketopalooza and she's like, you have to go to this. You have to go to this. It's life changing. So in 2024, a girlfriend of mine from here and I went to Ketopalooza. And Dustin, I think, was one of the first. We were like in the lunch line or something. And Dustin, you guys know Dustin. He's like so outgoing. He just starts talking to me. And like everybody who knew him just started talking to me.
Dr. Berry's gonna
And
be
then
there.
then someone said, I don't know if it was the Bears who own Salty. They're like, you need a YouTube channel. I'm like, why? Why do I need a YouTube channel? And they're like, I'm like, I have this private community on Facebook that I've been doing since 2021. You know, I go live every week. And then someone else said, you need a YouTube channel. So then I started going into more channels because I only watched Dr. Barry and Dr. Chafee and like all the big, you know, doctors to get information. Then I started realizing there's all these other YouTube creators, and that's where I met all of you guys. And I was even going into the carnivore like channels. You guys saw me in there before I went carnivore, you know.
Mhm.
I wasn't even carnivore until last July 6th will be my 1 year anniversary. But I was going into all the carnivore channels just because, you know. So it's like it's KPL is the whole reason why I'm here. And I loved Ketopalooza. It was awesome. It's if you've never been there, it's awesome. It's
October
awesome.
8th to October 10th.
Yes.
Well,
in
Autumn
Louisville.
is absolutely incredible. I watched her for many years. I did keto for a very long time, 10 years. And I watched Autumn keto. I watched her like get married to her husband and all that was so, I feel like I know her. So when I met her at Hack Your Health last year, I walked up to her and I just started talking to her. I'm like, oh yeah, you don't know me. I just know you. So I would love to go to her meetup and go and
You'll
hang out
love
and
it.
stuff.
It's great. It's at a different location this year, but I don't think that matters. I think it's the people that make it, right? It's the people that make the meetup. So,
Right.
yeah. And so like Dr. Barry and Maria Emmerich were two of the people that I've followed for a really long time. So I really wanted to go and meet them. And then, then Cindy DeManch, who's here. I got to tell the Cindy DeManch story because I
In
got
the
up and
bathroom.
told, yes, the bathroom. I got up and
Love it.
was crying and I told Maria how much she changed my life, right? And her recipes really helped me for years. And she's the whole reason why I lost 100 pounds, her and Dr. Barry.
Mhm.
And I got up and like addressed her directly. And then after that, Cindy's like, come on, let's go to the bathroom. I'm like, who is this lady pulling me to the bathroom? She's like, you got to come on my channel. And I'm like, what? And so Cindy tells that story all the time, but she had to pee so bad. And then she, I did too. So she's like, come on, let's go to the bathroom. And so we were like talking. I never met this woman.
Yeah,
And
she discovered you.
yeah, Cindy DeManch is like my agent.
Yeah.
Because
Love
Cindy
her.
DeManch discovered me
She
at
discovered you, and
KPL.
she's she's
Godmother
the
from
reason.
another-
Yeah,
Godmother from another.
social media godmother.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
SMGM. That's what I'm going to call her.
Rules
Yeah,
are to come.
so
Godmother.
and really I don't think it matters. Like the other thing that happened was I'm like, you know what? I want to have a dinner here. So I scheduled a dinner at a Mexican restaurant like down the street from me. And I thought the Facebook group is it used to be called Michiana KetoRockstars. That's how this all, and then eventually I had to take the Michiana off of it because
grew.
there was like people all over the country and all over the world joining it. And so like I couldn't call it Michiana. And you know what Michiana is, Robin, because you're close enough to me to know what Michiana is.
Yeah.
And then I thought local people like, let's go to dinner and let's, talk about being healthy and stuff. No, there was one local person. Everybody drove 4 hours from Ohio Like
Wow.
it was in December and the weather
Wow.
was crappy and I just wanted a local, I thought it would be a local thing. It wasn't local. People drove all over the country in December to come to a Mexican restaurant in Mishawaka. I
What's like the
cried.
appropriate time to drive, would you say, to go to like just for like a meal? What would you say is like
4 hours.
We
I,
lost
I,
Robin.
one
Tops.
way 4 hours?
well, for me, I went down to Carrie's. I went to my sister's, and then we went over. But if I would just go
Right.
from my house to Carrie's, it would be 2.5 hours. It's close
Yeah.
to Madison, Wisconsin.
Because that's what we're doing for Albany. It's like 2 hours, 2.5 hours, one way.
That's not bad.
No.
Yeah, I would say 4 hours tops for me up in northwest Wisconsin.
Mm-hmm.
I
I
don't
would
like
go to
driving.
Milwaukee.
Yeah.
I'll just throw that out there. I will drive, but I don't like it. Like my husband is the driver and he doesn't go to these. So I drove 4 hours to Ohio, but I prefer if it's going to be like 4 hours. I don't want to drive 8 hours in one day.
Right. At least spend the night then. Yeah.
So spend one night and then come back the next day. So that's kind of like my rule of thumb.
Especially
And
after
then
eating
when I
like an unlimited, like all you can eat meal or something.
well,
Yeah.
and I also have an astigmatism. So night driving
Mhm.
for me, like the headlights and stuff always are like, I don't know if anybody has an astigmatism, but it looks like you are on drugs and it's like zoomies going past you. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? When you have an astigmatism, it can get
Yes.
crazy at night. You
Yeah.
can't
It
see the road. So
can.
I'm like, I'm not,
It's harder.
yeah. So it's
Well, for
harder.
Albany,
So
we're
I
Albany.
prefer,
We're driving. We're not staying overnight. We're going because it starts at noon, so we're driving up,
right.
and then we're coming home at 4. So, and I'm hoping since it's a Saturday, the traffic will be light both ways. We'll see.
Yeah. Yeah. Kalamazoo was no problem though. I've been to Kalamazoo. I can drive to
Nice.
Kalamazoo easy. The driving, to through Michigan is not a big deal for me. But Chicago driving, I can do it. I can get to the airport. I can go around the city and get to like O'Hare. I can get to Midway. But driving like the Skyway or anything like that, it should go. And there's no way I would ever drive in New York City. No way. I told you this,
Oh,
I
it's
think, Louis.
nothing. You can do it.
No, there's no way.
Yes.
Nope.
Just stay out
I
of my
would
way and you'll be
surrender my
fine.
car. No. And man, when I was walking in New York City, you get 5 feet from a curb and they're honking at you like, I'm like, I'm nowhere near the curb, dude.
As
They're like,
as long as you have the walk, you're fine.
yeah. So,
You gotta have the
and
walk.
yeah, and Uber's great. We Ubered everywhere in Vegas. So, but what would you guys say? How far? Well, Thomas, you don't have a vehicle right now. So
No.
anytime you travel, it's got to be via bus,
Train,
train,
bus,
plane,
whatever. Yeah.
and then you Uber, right? But Ubers can be expensive.
They
It
can.
adds up.
They can
It
be.
adds up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, for me to go, I have to take the Uber to the train station, then train station to Penn Station, then Penn Station to Long Island and meet Lewis. So
Mhm. That's how we're gonna get to Albany.
yep, and then Lewis does the rest.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What
because
about you,
Brady,
Paul?
you don't want me to drive, you know.
What about you, Paul? What's your limit on meetups? Do you go to
Distance,
meetups?
I went to, that guy, he's from Washington, D.C. He's a workout guy, shaved head, smaller guy, Coach Bronson.
Oh, okay.
Bronson, yeah, Dan, yes.
So 2 years ago, he had a thing in Baltimore. And it was on the outskirts of Baltimore, though, so it was easy to get to. And so it was a 2-hour drive for me. I went to that. And Crazy Ketos were there.
The Crazy Ketos, yeah.
The girl you talked about just before, I can't think of
Maria Emmerich. Yep.
Yeah, she was there, and I met Bronson's mother. She was like 75, okay, and she'd been training weightlifting from him. Her son was her coach, and she had real bad bones, weak bones, whatever they call that. And
osteoporosis or something like that.
Yeah, osteoporosis.
Osteoporosis.
Yeah. So she did a demo, And she, from standing on the ground, she jumped up into the air. It was about 20 inches high and landed on a box.
Wow.
And then she jumped off the box and landed on one leg.
Oh my God.
She's
Wow.
doing better than me.
And
know.
but she's been
I would
she's
not do
been
well.
working out for like a dozen years. She works full time. She was amazing. I just happened to wind up eating lunch with her, and she was an amazing woman. She's like a high school. She's like she's school administration, like a principal or something like that. And she just has never retired. And
Wow.
she had an amazing story, and they did an excellent job. This was the first one they ever put on, and they brought the right people in. There was various giveaways, and the electrolyte people were there, so you got a free package of electrolytes, and all that kind of stuff. And there was all kinds of keto. Those keto bar things were like there was
Keto
a bowl of
brick?
them on every table. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, and they did a wonderful job. And I slept in the lobby of the hotel. I just sat in a chair and went to sleep. I didn't pay for a room.
That's
And
awesome.
well, see, now I can stay at the Marriott for free.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, because I come under my daughter and her husband. They save their own money, and then they buy 2 new vehicles every 3 years, and they buy it with
Nice.
American Express.
Mm.
So they get everywhere they travel.
They get
The
hotel
Marriott's
perks.
free.
Yep.
Marriott's free, and they right now they're traveling every weekend almost.
Wow.
Nice.
They were just right across from you, Thomas, and like in near Philly somewheres, and
Okay.
for the Pens. Yeah, they were, and they my daughter got snowed in Jersey, coming back from Rhode Island in February, big snowstorm, and she saw a Marriott, and she's there it goes, just get off the road, and go to the Marriott, and when they fly, they take the American Express card, and they just go into those luxury places where you can eat and stuff, and they
Right,
pay for
yeah.
nothing. Pay for nothing.
Wow.
Pay for nothing. It was the courtesy club thing from American Express or whatever. They pay nothing.
Wow.
And my grandkids, they're spoiled rotten. They go out to eat, and well, I'll have a chocolate milk with a twisty straw, and whatever they want, they get, and fortunately, they make enough money they can afford that stuff, and
Yeah.
their dance budget is $50,000 a year.
Wow.
That's just dance lessons, costumes, travel, food, and
That's for real. They take it seriously.
Yeah.
my
So-
grandson went to World Championships in Chicago in March, and the 2 oldest are going to Disney in to 4th of July week for nationals.
Mm.
Extremely competitive.
So I want to
And-
say hi to a few people who jumped in. Brian, welcome. Sharon. And Sharon says there's quite a lot of us within a couple hours of Baltimore. Jabber Jen is here. Welcome. And Lizzie World is here. Hello, hello, hello. So, Robin,
Mm-hmm.
do you go to a lot of meetups? What meetups are you going to this year? And how far will you drive?
I don't drive like I used to. So I did go to Carrie's meetup in Montello last year.
Okay.
Yes.
My first meetup was Carrie's Chicago meetup. It was like the first meetup for the Healing Humanity, and Dr. Tony was there. It was absolutely incredible. It was like,
I love
oh
him.
yes, this was incredible. And so I've been to a couple Carrie's meetups. I went to Hack Your Health. This year I decided not to go to like meat stock, everybody was at meat stock, you guys. I mean, like everybody who is anybody was at meat stock. I had so much FOMO. But because I'm doing my own meetup, it's like, it's more than a notion. I'll say that. So, but I'm considering going to Keto Palooza because I've been hearing just about the great vibe that it is.
I love it.
So that's something that I've been thinking about doing. I have a couple of trips planned in the fall and winter time, so we'll have to see if it works out. But yeah, and I just don't drive it like I used to. You know, I used to be able to get on the road and just go, but not so much anymore. Even I work in Wisconsin, and I just fly, because I don't have to drive through Chicago. Although I used to do it all the time. You know, the driving through Chicago sounds like a nightmare at this point. So I just fly.
Yeah, I find every way not to drive through Chicago. Like I was like, I'll take the South Shore from South Bend, and then I'll Uber from Millennium Station over to O'Hare, even though it's going to cost me $50 each way, you know. And I'm like, by the time I figured out ways not to drive through Chicago, I've spent like $500 figuring out ways not to drive through Chicago.
Right.
So, oh darn it, we lost her again. I had a question I wanted to ask her.
She'll be back.
She'll be back.
About what it takes to plan a meetup. We have a place just about, I don't know, like 30 minutes south of here called Potato Creek State Park. And it's a bunch of cabins on like the rustic cabins with kitchens and electricity. But they're like, it would be like camping in a cabin kind of thing. And I'm like, I wonder what it would be like to plan a meetup where everybody could just come and rent cabins, and then we get a few speakers, and then like I bring my smoker and we cook a bunch of meat and we do a bunch of things. And but then I'm like, I really need to go check. Yeah. Well, and that's what I wanted to ask Robin is how much work is it to do your own meetup on the level that she's doing it, you know, because every time I think about that, I'm like, oh, thanks. Okay. She got booted out. I'm sorry, Grandma. Thank you for coming on. We appreciate you being here. She says it's a ton of work. Yeah. I don't know that I'm ready to do that, you know. Other than plan like what I did at a restaurant, and whoever can come, and if I'm the only person, I guess I'm eating a meal for one, right?
Right.
Plus, I've been very blessed that like the two crazy ketos come to Elkhart with their RV from Florida, and they plan a meetup like in my neck of the woods, and then like tomorrow, the Bears from Salty are planning a meetup. So yeah. So like I'm just like piggybacking off of people's stuff.
You know, the one I went to that Coach Bronson did, the hotel cooked the food, but they had a tremendous influence on the recipes. It was extremely keto, okay? And there was nothing on that menu that was not keto. And
yes,
they did it was an excellent job, and the price wasn't that bad at all. It wasn't, you know, but the hospitality industry, if you do plan something and you go to a hotel, you know, they will reserve X number of rooms. They'll block them out for a certain period of time, so you can do your advertising and promotion. And whatever rooms don't sell at a certain date, they'll release to their regular guest.
Right.
You know, so you have to do your marketing. But you know, Baltimore, you know, I don't know how far you are from Baltimore. I'm about 2 hours. And Baltimore on the northwest part of Baltimore is easy to get to on highways, expressways, easy to get to.
I'm 9 hours away. 9 hours from Baltimore. I'm probably not driving 9 hours.
So, you know, what about the retirement community for carnivores and keto people in the future? Because there's so many of us a lot of us are 50, 60, 70 years old. Will there be a retirement community someplace? Hey, Rick, down there in Florida, what do you got?
Well, isn't there that guy that did the retirement?
I don't
the
know.
nursing home.
I don't know. They're coming up with a dating app, so why not a retirement community, right?
Well, no, I mean, wasn't there a guy that owns like nursing homes, and he was feeding them?
Yes.
Yeah, he
What is
did.
that guy's name?
I can't think of it.
Yeah.
You know, there's a guy. I could look it up and I'll look it up and email it to you. But there's what I do every morning is I go on YouTube, and in the search bar I put carnivore diet, and then I ask for only what's new today. Okay.
Right.
Mhm.
And I
Get the
found
fresh
this
stuff.
guy. He's like a doctor or something, and he had 50, or maybe he's a coach. He had 50 patients, and he did blood work before, and then these were all carnivore type people, and he looked at all their blood works, and on some he had before and after, and he was showing all the results. I was amazed. And I'd never seen this guy before. It was the first time
It's
I ever.
Hal Cranmer. Hal Cranmer is
That's
the and here's the thing about that. You just triggered me a little bit because my mother-in-law is 94 with dementia in a nursing home. And I go there a lot of times at lunchtime because that's when I'm available to go see her. So I sit with her in the lunchroom, and I'm telling you what they bring her to eat is
it's criminal.
like, and it's a lot of processed like stuffing,
Yeah.
like stovetop stuffing and
I
mashed
worked-
potatoes with gravy, and the meat on the plate is like 2 bites, and then the
Yeah.
rest of it is, and they get desserts at every meal.
Yeah.
And I'll be
I was
sitting
in-
there with
yeah.
her visiting, and
Yep.
they bring like fresh baked chocolate chip cookies to her. I'm like, oh my god.
I
But
was
then the
in
other part of me
maintenance.
says,
Yeah.
And are they actually fresh baked? Chocolate chip
Yeah.
cookies, or were they in that
Yeah,
package
'cause
for
we-
like years?
no,
I was
the
in-
lady's like, Phyllis, I baked you some cookies, and she brings them
Oh,
out, and they're
wow.
still warm.
Yeah.
So they bake them there.
I was in maintenance at an assisted living house in facility in North Carolina. We had 22 places across the state, and so this is how bad it is. And we were above average in quality. Okay, the food was not that good diet wise. Let's say you're a diabetic, okay, and you're in this facility, and they always have sugar-free Jello or sugar-free pudding. You know, they just take one of those packages out of the refrigerator and give it to you. Those are always available for the diabetics, okay? But let's say you want the regular dessert, the cake or the ice cream or whatever it is. You have to sign a disclaimer saying that you are eating this sugary dessert at the risk of your health. That goes in your file.
At least they're doing that.
Yeah, I was going to
Well,
say with,
you know.
with me,
They
they
just give
didn't
it to you.
care. They would give me
Hey.
when I was in rehab. They gave it to me no matter what. They would give me a hard time with bacon and eggs, and so like meat, but no.
I can remember
I could ask for a whole chocolate cupcake, like a whole chocolate cake, and they'd be like,
Yeah.
okay. They might go to me and say, oh, well, you're diabetic, right? I'm like, well, yeah. Okay, then.
Duh.
Well, that just means that you should eat it in moderation and take your insulin.
Right. Exactly.
Oh.
More insulin, they'll tell you.
Right.
Some more units of insulin.
You know,
We're better dead
let
to
me-
them,
I joined on Facebook, type 1 diabetic carnivores. Okay, I'm in part of that group.
Right.
Mhm.
Amy Fields Perrin got me in there,
Right.
Mhm.
and I at the beginning of this talk, the last 30 days, my blood sugar has only been over 120, 2% of the time. Okay, for the last 30
Killer.
days,
Amazing.
and my average blood sugar right now in the last 30 days is 84. Okay.
That's perfect. I think
And that's-
83 is perfect, right?
Bernstein.
Yeah.
You got that number from Bernstein, okay?
Yep.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. And I'm a Bernstein man.
Me too. Mhm.
And you see, it's so much easier to hit that low level target. You're not going after those big peaks. And insulin has become so much simpler, okay? And it's I feel, and at the beginning of this, I just went to Dexcom 30 days ago. Okay.
Oh, nice. Using a G7.
Yeah, G7, and the only change I'm making is I'm probably going from the 15-day back to the 10-day.
Okay.
And if you go, I don't know, if you go to the Type 1 Diabetic Carnivore on Facebook, I got a little scorecard going on about my G7 15-day sensors.
Oh, how if they're lasting the full 15 days?
The first one was 15 days. The second one was 12 days. The third one was 0 days.
Are they failing or falling off?
No, I don't have a problem with them falling off.
They're failing.
I use it's called more than a patch or just a patch, something like that. It's all cloth. It's more like a cloth, or I don't know. It's different.
Yeah. Cover
And
patch.
you have to line up the tiny hole with the tiny hole, and it's a little difficult to put on, but not. If I can do it, anybody can do it. Okay.
Yeah.
And I don't wear mine. I wear mine on the stomach.
Me too.
My doctor recommended it, and
I love wearing it on the abdomen. It's good. And I'm telling you, G7. I don't know what the adhesive is made out of, but that thing sticks to me even at the end of the sensor.
Yeah.
I still fight to get it off. I fight to get it off.
My G7 came off, but the adhesive ring stayed.
Yes. Yeah. It's
and I thought, oh my god! So I just got the baby oil out, and it came off pretty quick with that. And but hey, you don't think you were here at the very first start of this, but I was on the Libra for 4 years and was not having any real problems till they went to the 2+ and 3+, and I was off by 45%.
See, the nice about Dexcom is that you can calibrate. Yeah.
Yeah, and I learned a lot about calibration just in the last couple of days. And the only criticism I have with Dexcom is you call three times to the helpline and you get 3 different answers. And Dexcom has very limited amount of information on the internet about actually how to use their system. Their videos are very poor quality, and because whoever makes these videos or provides these instructions, they don't sit there and think, what if I knew nothing about a CGM?
Yeah.
How do I explain this, And they assume a lot of things, and I was on the phone with the guy, and he says, well, didn't you put it on already? I said, no, you didn't tell me to do that. So I'm waiting for I'm following you.
Oh, wow.
He goes, wow. And I'm like, oh my God, and see, I used to write training manuals for people how to run process equipment in a factory. And I was very good at putting myself in the place of the operator and wiping my mind clean and say, I know nothing. Okay.
The chat is getting pretty sad, talking about divorce and stuff. You see
I
this,
know.
Amy?
Really?
Divorce?
And
retirement.
Apparently, we don't have retirement in Carnivore.
Apparently not. Yeah, apparently not.
You know who the most divorced people are? Is recovered alcoholics. Have the highest divorce, one of the highest divorce rates there is.
Mine or yours?
Mine. I have to clean it.
Your baby?
Yeah. Which I look at George and Lainey, right? Because a lot of times what happens with that topic is a lot of the people drink together when they're married. And so they're used to living a life of drinking with each other. And then when one of them sobers up and maybe the other one doesn't, the one who sobers up can't be in that environment anymore. And I think a lot of times that's what causes the problem.
And the one who sobered up is now a different person.
Yes, and they become different. You become a different person. I feel different being carnivore. As I explained earlier in the stream, my husband and I have always gone around like crowded places with friends and noisy, and now I just want to like relax somewhere on a beach or be out with nature where it's quiet. And it's not that I can't handle it, it's just I prefer
You prefer the
serenity, tranquility. I feel so tranquil in my mind going to a crazy bar with like 150 people in it, talking over each other is just not something that like. I mean, I go to see my friends and stuff, but it's just like I prefer to be like. I would much rather prefer have my friends at my house where it's more quiet and we can
Mm-hmm.
cook and eat and enjoy each other and like have fun and not in like a public place where there's or like concerts where it's really loud and I love music and stuff like that, but it's just I don't know, I'm so like chill. I just want to chill. Like
So
I
you're
can't explain
saying
it.
I can't pump up the G and pump it up in our room?
No, there's still a little bit of that in me. I'm not going to say it's all totally gone.
Jerry, bring the little speaker, or a big speaker, whatever.
Bring the
floats your boat.
boombox. Don't mind
Yeah.
the speaker. Just bring the boombox.
I will bring the fasting shots with me.
Oh,
Bring mine
this
too, and we'll have
this
to
is
do a
gonna be
video.
out of control.
I'll bring
Yes.
mine.
Let's do
The
shots.
police are gonna
1,
get
2,
there,
3.
and they're gonna take one look at you and your fasting shots, and they're gonna leave.
You know, when my son got married in Love Park in Philadelphia, it's a park dedicated to JFK, and you get married by a justice of the peace, and they only do they do 10 on a Saturday, and that's it, and they only do it during the nice weather. And so what we did was there was a cell phone or some kind of player that Bluetoothed all the cell phones. So if you were within 30 feet of the ceremony, you could hear everything on your cell phone. It was the coolest thing. It was great. It was a great wedding. It was just, and even though there was noise around us, you could hear everything. You know.
That's cool.
Yeah, it was a beautiful thing.
All right,
And
guys,
this judge was
I'm gonna
was
log
really
off.
into
I have
it.
to go finish litter boxes. I wasn't done when I came on
Yeah.
the computer.
Thanks so much for
Better
coming
take care
No,
of
on.
no
those
problem. It was
kitties.
really good seeing everybody.
Thank
And
you
I'll
for the
talk. I'll
Yes.
be. I will
You
be.
cats.
I will be listening.
Thank
So
you for sharing that.
Okay.
yeah, no problem. I heard you're talking about Rick's kittens. I was like, oh, I have kittens. Let me jump on. But yeah, I'll talk to you guys soon. Okay, Thomas. Talk to you later.
Yes.
Thank
Thank
you.
you, Lewis. Have a
All
good
right.
night.
Thanks you too, guys. I'll be listening.
Awesome. Oh, so Juju's saying something about Kyle Busch.
I didn't hear about that. What happened?
Kyle Busch died.
How?
Hold on, let me get you
Oh, yeah.
out of. Let me fix this. Something's happening here.
Oh no.
It looks weird. Oh well, we'll do this. Okay, so Kyle Busch passed away, and they confirmed that it was because of. Actually, I'm gonna.
Let me put Jerry
Hey,
above
look.
me. Okay, there you go.
Wait, we have Desiree's here. Hi, Desiree.
Hi, Desiree.
So
Hi.
Kyle Busch died of complications from pneumonia. That's what he died from.
So young.
Oh,
Yeah. So
this the race car driver or who?
yes.
Again, like we
Yes,
talked
Kyle
about
Busch, the
earlier.
NASCAR driver. Yes. So
Oh, okay.
they confirmed it. So Desiree, what's going on, Desiree? How are you doing?
Hi, I'm doing good. You can hear me okay, right?
Yes, we can hear you great.
Oh,
Okay, can you hear my dog barking?
A little bit, but that's okay.
Oh, now
Yeah, we
Okay.
definitely heard that.
there we go.
We're dog friendly. We're dog friendly and cat friendly here.
he had pneumonia and it went
He's-
septic, according to Jackie.
Yes. Yes. That's exactly what happened.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, that's terrible.
Very sad. He was 41.
Does it sound like the race car environment maybe exasperated that a little bit? Is that
It
what I
could
heard
have.
as well?
Well, think about this. The race car drivers, like, there's one guy who was driving the Indy 500 today. I'm a Hoosier, so we're big on the Indy 500, right? It's a big day for us. My husband was telling me the
Is that
guy
all
just
he
had
was?
he had surgery for his wrist. He got in an accident on Wednesday. He had surgery on Thursday or Friday on his wrist and another part of his body, and he drove in the Indy 500 today. These guys, like, they torture themselves, right? They push it to the limit. Not to mention, if you think about how fast these cars are going, NASCAR or IndyCar, it doesn't matter. They they're pushing themselves so hard. that he probably should have gotten help a lot sooner than he did, maybe. And by the time he got help, it was probably, so far advanced.
There's big money in that sponsorship, though. Where
Yeah.
your decals are positioned, how you wear your stickers on your garb, your hat, your everything's money, money, money.
Doctor, give me 2 Tylenol.
Yeah, I can't imagine what financially, like what that loss would look like if you're like,
Diet
hey, I'm
Coke
sick.
Chevrolet really performed
I
well
can't race today.
Yeah. Yeah. And so they don't. I remember days when
But
I was younger.
Scar community. I was just saying.
CB's here. Hey, CB.
Hey, CB.
No
Hey,
volume, Paul.
the NASCAR reached out to my son when he had his leg amputated. Ned Jarrett. And they came to the hospital and served 45 children. And it was NASCAR week at the children's floor of the hospital. And they took my son, after he recovered, they took him in a race car to Charlotte. He went around the track at 180 miles an hour as a passenger.
Yeah.
They were really wonderful. Ned Jarrett's just one of the kindest people you ever meet.
Mm.
Wonderful man.
So Sharon says he apparently had chronic sinus issues with routine steroid shots, which steroids will suppress your immune system, especially if you have them prolonged, right?
Right.
So it's very possible that when he got, pneumonia, his immune system was suppressed from the steroids. So I'm sure that didn't help. Yes, got a packed house. I normally don't go this long. You guys are like, this is fun. I haven't done open mic night in a while because I've had people signing up for, interviews because I have an interview calendar. So if anybody's interested in coming on, and then, like I said, I couldn't do a cooking night tonight because I was gone all day. And the cooking shows take me all day to set up. I have to transport a mobile desk into the kitchen. I have to set up cameras and tape wires all around my kitchen. I have to prep food ahead of time. It's a whole thing, guys. Like, live stream, it's fun. But then after it's done, I have to spend like an hour or so tearing down everything and taking it back up to my office because it's the same equipment I use for my day job. So just so you know, a little behind the scenes stuff, like cooking live, there's a little bit of stuff that happens like for several hours before and an hour after. You're shy, Thomas, really? Anyway, so Desiree, what are your plans this weekend? Have you done anything exciting?
Well, the most excitement that has happened to me in a while was Frank got evicted. So for those of you who watched my story on Dr. Kiltz, I have this giant fibroid that is on top of my uterus.
So you had your surgery.
Yep.
You
So
look
on Tuesday,
amazing.
on Tuesday, Frank got evicted. So I've been, my incision's probably about 10 inches, I suppose.
Ooh.
The fibroid ended up measuring at about 11 centimeters, which is like the size of a grapefruit. So they had to really open up the space to kind of get it out. So yeah, I spent, let's see, that was on Tuesday. So I spent Tuesday night, Wednesday night, both in the hospital. Almost had to stay a third night. But then things were progressing and I had like a bowel movement. That's what we were waiting on. And so we got that done. And I got to come home and I did a lot of sleeping today. I had a rough night last night. So I did a lot of sleeping today. And so when you came on, I was laying in bed and I had my phone on the charger and I was like, I'm not going to join laying here looking like a potato. I'll wait until I want to go sit outside and get some fresh air. So I already had my supper.
I have to ask you.
Yeah.
I've had. They did not do robotic surgery. You had old school surgery.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh!
Because it was in the uterine muscle. So they
they had
cut
to go
open
in.
the muscle, use this suction thingy to like suck it out, and my doctor was like, the techs in the OR were like, "Oh my god, this is so cool," because it made such a huge noise. I told her, I said, we needed to record this. I mean, I'm just starting out with doing some like, not live streams because I don't have enough subscribers yet, but just doing some videos, which I did one last night and it was a total bust. But anyway, I'm so new to all of this. I thought, oh my God, like a live surgery, having my fibroid taken out, people would watch this.
Okay.
But she didn't do it.
Desiree,
I'll
what's your
post your
channel's
channel.
name?
Yeah, we'll
what's your
post it.
channel's name?
Oh.
I'll look for it, Amy.
Yeah, so it's the same as what I have in the chat. It's all one word: faith, fuel, and footsteps. And
You
is
got it,
spelled
Jerry?
out like 4 words.
I got it. Yep.
Faith, fuel, and footsteps. Yeah.
Got it.
So last night it got dark on me in a hurry by the time I had the courage to do a video. But I walked downstairs and I took my flip flops off and I just kind of walked around in the grass to kind of get some grounding because I thought that'd be good for my healing, just let my feet touch the soil. And so
Yeah.
I was walking around and I thought, you know what, I'll just walk around and I'll talk. I'll kind of introduce like my channel and what it's about. And it ended up being like 20 minutes, which was longer than I anticipated. But it is very, very dark. Like you can't hardly see anything. You just kind of hear me talking. So, well, then I went to post it last night because I thought, just post it. Like, just do it. Like, you have to post a video. You have to get started. Otherwise, you're not going to do it. You're going to be shy like Thomas. So I'm like, you have to do it. And then somebody, I don't know who the person is, but thank you so much if you're listening for subscribing to my channel, which is free at the moment. But she was like, hey, just so you know, you uploaded a picture, not the video. And I'm like, what? So now today I was gonna re-upload it and I just didn't have the courage to do it. So I was like, I just need to redo it. And then I saw that you were coming on and I thought, okay, maybe I can just go live, get some encouragement. Maybe when I'm done with you, I'll do a little recording and talk about my channel and why I'm doing it and encourage more people to join. Because I think you're right, Amy. You need 50 subscribers, and I think I have like 13 or something. But I'm like super new to this, so it's okay.
Jerry just posted Desiree's channel, so if
I don't
care if you guys leave me, but everybody who's watching, please go sub. I don't know why I didn't get your notification. It could have been because I was out with friends till 11 o'clock celebrating a birthday. That could be why. So everybody sub to Desiree's channel. It's Faith, Fuel, and Footsteps. And Jerry posted it. Thanks. Thank you, Jerry.
Thank you.
16 subscribers. So
you're up to 20 now.
Right now.
Woo! Yay!
You're up to 20.
I'm almost halfway there. That's the positive way to think about it. Yay! Yay! And I don't know if Grandma is on, Barbara, but
no, she
was earlier.
Now. She's not on.
Oh, she's doing her live now.
She's not on. She's not on.
Well,
she likes to watch multiple cameras, so she might be watching.
I was wanting to tell her, and I cannot find the original video. I don't know if it just wasn't recorded, maybe. But when I started this whole journey in following Dr. Kiltz, it's because of my fertility journey, which I'll talk about. And I started watching him and he talked about The Secret. And I was like, oh my gosh, no one in my life ever talks about this. And so in that moment, I was like, oh boy, I'm on to something. Like, I belong here. There's a reason why he said that. And I heard that in this moment. There's a reason for this. And so I started watching just a few more live streams of his. And I don't know if I was maybe searching and going backwards, like on his YouTube channel, or, oh, I got 22. Yay! Again, I'm almost halfway there. So there was an interview. Barbara came on with Grandma's Crochet and she shared her story. I cried.
Me too.
I cried.
Me too.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe it. And even though I don't relate to her in any way in terms of like why she's doing carnivore. Like we're on two totally different paths. But excuse me, I just ate, so it's like all in the back of my throat. I had a burger, by the way, 1.5
Yummy.
with cheese. So her story, I couldn't believe it, and I thought, you're kidding me. Carnivore, if carnivore can help her, can heal her, and then I just keep seeing all these things, and I keep watching Dr. Kiltz's all these interviews, and then Alia is constantly posting on the Kiltz Mighty Tribe, hey, sign up for a coaching call, only $39. Hey. And she keeps doing it, and I'm just like, oh my God, okay, I'm gonna do it. Well, actually, I need to back up a second. There was this pressure to do no, that's right, it was the class. $39, do this class or do this coaching call. And so I was like, okay, fine, I'm just gonna do it.
I didn't pressure you.
Alia did.
It wasn't me. Okay.
It was Alia and all of her marketing. Do this coaching, do this one-on-one coaching thing. And so I was like, okay, I gotta do it because you keep seeing it, you know? And so I did it, and that's how I found Amy. And oh my gosh, I
love
just,
you, girl.
I, you know, you never know like why people come into your life, what the reason is. You never know how long they're going to be in your life. I don't know. I mean, had I gotten Thomas as my coach, would I still be here? Probably. I mean, Thomas, like following your story, I had no idea really what your story was like until just this last week.
Oh, really?
When you were on with Dr. Kiltz. Just Jerry, you know, I see you all the time, but I don't really know your story. So one of these days I'm going to find it. One of these days I'm going to come across it, and I'm going to find out why you're here. But it doesn't matter who you are. You have like impacted my life in a positive way. Like I'm so overwhelmed. I'm just like, where have you people been? Where have y'all been hiding? This is crazy. And I know, where have I been? This is
Same
nuts.
thing happened to me, Desiree, when I went to Ketopalooza. I didn't know there was this whole microcosm of like people out here. I just watched Dr. Barry, and that was it. And maybe
We're
Dr.
everywhere.
Kiltz and Dr. Tavy. I only want. And then when I went to a meetup, that's when the magic all happened. I'm like,
Yeah.
I was like moved that there was like so many people that had all these, like you said, different stories, and they're all different, but yet they touch us, even though we haven't
Yes.
been through the same thing. It's crazy. I totally identify with what you just said.
Right.
Anyway,
And
sorry,
for
go
me,
ahead.
you know, and for me, I'll talk about it more like in my little, I'm gonna do little videos where I just randomly talk about stuff because I've been watching you guys, like Thomas, I've been stalking your channel, and Amy, and so I
Is
kind of,
that you?
yes. So I've been watching, and like Rick, I watch you guys and I see how you do it. And so I'm like, okay, if this is how they do it, okay, I could probably do a little bit of this. And even though I don't have 50 subscribers yet and I can't go live, that doesn't mean I can't do short little videos where I can talk about
Right.
stuff. Just today, I did a cooking video. It is not very good, but I'm like, okay, I got to start somewhere. And so I haven't posted it yet. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. I don't know. But for me to struggle with infertility for so long, to having my first egg retrieval and getting no eggs, and just looking at my husband and saying, I don't know if we're ever going to be parents, like, because it's kind of on me, yo. You know, we could do donor eggs, but I really, really want to try with my own. And Dr. Kiltz is giving me that opportunity. If it weren't for CNY fertility, I wouldn't have a chance. I already lost my chance with the first fertility clinic that we went to because I'm too old. And to have 90 days of carnivore, to go to CNY for my second egg retrieval, to get an egg, to have it be matured, to have it fertilized, to have it frozen, and now having the surgery so that I can have the right environment, the right home for that little embryo to grow in. None of this would be possible if I didn't have Dr. Kiltz, if I didn't have this community. Like, none of this. One egg, guys, that's all I got. I'm gonna be 45. So I'm totally speechless. Like, I just don't even know what to say.
Yeah.
So
Well, we all love you, and we're
Be-
all so glad you're here and that you're sharing your journey because, like others have inspired you, your story is going to inspire someone else who's
It is.
maybe walking the same path that you are, you know?
And 23. Okay, when it gets to 25, I'll announce another surprise.
Okay. I'll keep on
When
checking.
it gets to 25, I'll
Okay,
announce
so-
another surprise.
Well,
'Cause
I'm
then
already subscribed to you,
officially-
so I can't subscribe again.
I gotta
And I
log in
appreciate
from one
that.
of my other accounts and make sure I'm gonna do 2 subs from other accounts right now. Just to
Well, if that would work, sure.
hold on.
Me
Let me
too.
see if I can do it. I gotta hear the surprise.
Yeah.
Me too. I'm gonna do the same thing right now.
A raccoon has joined my channel. You guys say the craziest things. And this, I don't know if Rick is still listening. I know he was on earlier, and everybody knows who Rick is, so I don't even have to like explain who Rick
Who's
is.
Rick?
Yeah, right, exactly. Listening to his video earlier today, his little slithering sounds that he makes when he's like looking at ducks, I just die laughing. And now is not the time to be laughing because my poor stomach is literally glued together right now. I cannot be laughing a lot. But that guy, I had to stop watching the video because he was making me laugh. But anyway, Rick, I don't know when it was. I want to say maybe it was after my interview with Kilt. Well, Kiltz wasn't on that day. He bopped in, but he was traveling. So it was mostly with Alia and Dr. Nelson, who did a fantastic job, by the way. But Rick subscribed to my channel, and I don't know. It really touched me. It really touched me. And then Thomas, like, you were like, "Hey, will you come on? Like, I'll interview you." And I was like, "What?" It was I couldn't believe it. And I think I'm on with you. I want to say it's a Wednesday in July. I don't remember exactly what the 25th.
No.
Okay.
You have 25.
Okay, you have
I have
25. I
25
just Yeah, so you got to tell us.
Yay! Okay, so here's my other exciting news. I have been visiting with Alia, and originally I had declined this because I kind of felt like I just needed to focus on myself. But what I have found out is that I can still focus on myself, and I can still share that with others because there are so many women, so many couples that are in my same situation, maybe in their late 40s, hey, even in your late 30s, struggling with diminished ovarian reserve or unexplained infertility. That's what I had, unexplained infertility. I mean, come on, people. You can't tell me why I can't get pregnant. Like, that just blows my mind, but whatever. Mm-hmm. So, I have agreed to become a health coach for the babies program with Dr. Kelly.
Nice.
Yeah. So I think maybe it'll be closer maybe to in July, I think is when they're going to kind of maybe start rolling that out and promoting that.
July 15th. So.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So that'll almost be perfect. That might be a nice little perfect timing to promote that avenue.
Of course.
And you know, I love being a part of this community, and I'm so honored that Alia thought of me as someone who would be a coach. And of course, Amy has been like cheering me on from the sidelines too. You'd be a great coach. You should do it.
You deserve it.
Yep. I knew the minute I met you that you would be perfect especially for the fertility side. I mean, you know,
yeah,
you're going to be amazing. You're going to be amazing. That's all I got to say about that.
Yep. And if my healing goes really well, I think they're going to make me wait the full 6 months before I can get pregnant, which is okay. It's okay. Hey, I just need to have a strong, healthy uterus. And because that muscle was cut into, and so much of it, the risk of me getting pregnant too soon, having that not be healed properly, you know, uterine rupture could happen, bleeding could happen, and there's no sense. I'm too young to leave this world, and I have too much to share. So
that's right. It's
totally fine. We'll do 6 months. And so in December is when I'll probably be looking for my transfer to occur. So it might be live by then because I could have 50 subscribers by then.
Yeah.
That'd be
you're
so
already
exciting.
at 25, so it doesn't take that long.
I know. I'm already at 25, so that's amazing. So thank you so much, Amy, and everybody that's on. Paul, nice to meet you. Again, Jerry, nice to meet you too. Like I see these names, but I don't know who these people are. So it's so
You were
exciting.
16. You had 16
You know, the other
people. I
amazing thing
announced
is,
it, and now you have 25. So
yeah,
fabulous.
Yeah.
one
So
of the
I will
amazing,
have to
there's
leave this.
amazing stories that we've not heard yet. Okay.
Yeah.
When you're in the
Actually-
chat and you talk to somebody who says, well, I was 267 pounds, now I'm 165, or I was 327, now I'm 180, and they've never even been interviewed yet. Okay.
Oh my God.
There's more amazing stories out there. A lot of
and
them.
there's more stories that are going to happen. This babies thing that Dr. Kiltz is doing is just like, I don't know what you want to call it, like hot chocolate on top of the sundae that's already created. Like, you guys are this fantastic base, and yeah, I think it's going to be something really great. And yeah, you can go online and figure out what baby stands for and then just follow that diet. Sure. But it's so much more impactful when you talk to someone who actually did it, who actually lived it, who experienced it. I mean, sure, the fertility meds probably helped my single tiny one little egg. That's it, you guys. One. I went from 0 to 1.
Right.
But one little egg to help that mature and be able to fertilize in the way that it was. I'm sure the fertility meds had something to do with that, but it's also what Dr. Kiltz instilled in me mindset. You truly have to believe that you can do it, and you have to really practice what you're doing. And so just focusing on bacon, but then also being careful and joining this community, being a part of the community. Like, I had those symptoms where I was like, okay, is the bathroom situation ever gonna clear up? Because I mean, I don't want to be like this forever. I want to be normal again. And it does clear up, but you should not go all in like I did. You really do kind of need to ease a little bit. But for me, I was like, nope, this is it. I am done. I am quitting my job. So I'm unemployed right now. I'm quitting my job. I'm doing this baby's diet because we're going to have a family.
That's awesome. So CB, he donated, I think they're these little like jewels that you can donate, and it's called, I don't know if he typed Turn It Up or if that was the name of the one he donated. Thank you, CB. And then Sharon also says she had a uterine rupture and she does not recommend it. So we're glad you're here and okay.
Yeah. Oh, how awful. How awful. Well, I'm glad that you had the right support that you needed to get through that.
Yeah.
I hear those can be fatal. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. I don't think they're good. Yeah, oh my gosh, you guys, we've been on for 2.5 hours. Can you believe that? That's like the longest I've ever live streamed.
Yeah, I have to get up early. I have to get up
Yeah.
again tomorrow, like around 4 or 5 o'clock. So
I am probably
You're not gonna
going.
be at
I'll have to do
Barbara's
this again.
I'll do a quick
What?
hello, but I'm not going to.
Yeah. Yes, so I'm probably going to end it because Barbara, I love my Barbara and I like to respect her time at 9, and we've already kind of stepped on her a little bit. So I'm going to send you guys all over to Barbara. Desiree, thank you so much for coming on.
Yeah.
Jerry, Paul, Thomas, Lewis, Robin. Oh my gosh, you guys, who did I miss? Did I miss anybody? I think that was everybody, right? Thank you so much for coming on. I will make sure I do
you're
another one
welcome.
of these and give you guys all a platform to talk. Like I said, in July, I'm going to be switching software. So hopefully maybe Desiree will have 50 by then, because then you can come on this channel and push it to your channel too.
Yes.
Right now it doesn't work so well. It worked well in the beginning and then it quit working for whatever reason. So I'm switching softwares to be able to push it to other people's channels. And if there's anyone including you, Desiree, anyone who wants to come on and do an interview, You can email me at KetoRockstars21@gmail.com. I also have a calendar scheduler on my page that you could just go click and schedule your own interview.
Is that the Nightbot thing? I keep
There
seeing this thing that
is-
says like Nightbot, and I'm like, ooh, is that like real or is that fake?
That's
That must be real.
an annoying person.
It's not a
It's a
person,
bot
computer-generated.
yeah, it's a bot that I set up to post certain things at certain
Okay.
intervals.
Okay.
And like, for example, this one says, if you would like to be a guest on this channel,
Yep.
click here to schedule your interview. And then this link is also in the description of my channel page. But you can also,
I should do that. That'd be.
you should do that. We should do, and if anybody wants to do a cooking challenge live with me, I know I've done one with Jerry. I've done one with Thomas.
I have a suggestion. Let's go blind. Let's call it blind pacemaker pizza challenge. You do your thing blind.
Okay.
I'll do mine because Rick's not doing it. So let's go blind at it and let the audience decide.
Oh, I thought you meant like we have to do it
Okay.
blindfolded. I was like, well, that's a challenge.
No, so we each make our own version without the recipe then.
Right, no recipe. We're not going to
Okay.
disclose to ourselves because I have asked Rick. I've asked him so
Rick.
many times. I was going to be mailing him a check, but he irked me. If Rick's on, he irked me.
Okay,
so I'm
let's
not
do it, Jerry. Who else wants to be a part of this? Thomas, you want to? Do you want to make up your own
I
version?
guess.
Okay.
Do your own version, what you think it is.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, because
we'll
we've never
schedule
actually seen
this.
his pacemaker pizza. So
It'll be a
I'll text
blast.
you. I'll text you after this, Jerry. We can set up a date. And then Thomas, if you want to be in it. Anyone else who wants to try to come up with the pacemaker pizza recipe? He says it's complicated, but come on, I've made like 5 of Maria Emmerich's pizza recipes. How complicated can it be?
Talk to the hand, Rick. Nothing is complicated.
Yeah,
for
Rick.
Amy and me.
Rick,
Please.
Rick, we double dog dare you to come on here with us and do the pacemaker pizza. Otherwise, we're gonna do it. All right, Jerry, it's
Yeah,
on.
Rick,
It's
come
on.
Man up.
Rick,
Man up.
Rick, hold on.
Man up,
I gotta
For
do
the sake of South
hold
Florida,
on.
for the sake of Miami.
or at the very least be a judge. So then you
In
could like,
honor
tell us, like,
of
which one's the
Rick.
closest
Man
to.
up.
In honor of
kitty boy.
Rick. Where's it at? Hold on, I gotta do this. Where's it
Because I
at?
can't
I
say
gotta
Maybe he's
remember.
scared.
words
Maybe
like
he's scared.
you know.
Ready? In honor of Rick, I gotta put the twerking duck on.
Come on, Rick.
Rick, it should be a chicken. Oh shoot, all my stuff is going off now. I don't know how to shut it off.
What did you do?
Bye,
I'm singing
good night.
Happy birthday now. Who's this? Someone's birthday, right? Hold on, I can't find it. Oh my god. Okay, I think I got it. Is that it? Oh, now what am I doing? Oh my gosh. I'm back.
Well, kick Paul out.
Oh my gosh, too funny.
Paul is out of here.
This
Paul's
is
like-
this by night, Paul. This is what happens when you
A
have too many
twerking duck,
little.
dancing bacon. I'm out of here. I'm gone.
This is what happens when you program too much crap.
Nobody wants to see the duck starfish.
Oh, my favorite. Hold on, my favorite. Wait till you see this one. Okay, hold on.
Oh my god. I'm drinking tea.
You have record scratch because you always say the verbiage, but do you have that in your?
I gotta make one. What would be
Make one.
the closest thing that I
Record
have is the closest thing is which one is it? Confused. Where is it
Sharon's
at?
funny. Sharon says
Shift
she's
F7.
run amok.
Somewhere over the rainbow, bluebirds fly.
That's probably that one, and then there's another one. This one.
Beaten egg.
Was that an egg beater?
Is for Desiree. Right, Desiree? He does that, doesn't he?
He does. That's why I had to stop watching the video from earlier today because he kept doing that with the ducks that were in the parking lot. And I was like, oh my god, I'm dying.
He does
But
the
you're making
thing
me
with the
laugh.
tongue. he does a sting with his tongue too while he's slurping. I don't know how, I can't do that. I don't know how he does it.
Practice.
Oh,
Too
That's
funny.
like
Too
eating
funny.
Jello on YouTube. Never eat Jello on YouTube. If you know, you know. Just saying.
Oh
I
boy.
don't know. I'm gonna have to try it just to see.
It's just
Yeah.
it's rated. If you eat Jello on YouTube audibly, this is the rating you will
Oh,
get. Right.
gotcha.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. We are getting like, oh my gosh.
We're
I
turning into
can't wait
Barbara's
for
channel all of a sudden.
yes.
It's like Barbara
We
after
are.
dark.
It's Amy's after dark. Oh my gosh. Okay, guys. I'm
Well,
gonna
I'm
end
always
this.
the only guy that gets held in the middle.
Guys, I'm gonna go ahead and probably end the stream. Probably partially because I have to pee too, because you know I've been sitting here for my 50-year-old bladder can't sit
Well,
here
good
for
luck
3
with that.
hours and that. But thank you all for coming on.
Yeah.
Let's say goodbye to the guests, and you guys all know the drill, right? We got to do the rolling credits. Okay, night Thomas, night Jerry, night Desiree. Have a good evening. Okay, guys, and we're going to do the credits. You all have a wonderful Memorial Day, and I will see you all Thursday. Have a great night, everybody.
Oh, yeah. Lights fade low, the bacon's done. We rocked the stream and had some fun. KetoRockstars in the Rockin crew. Stay strong. We're gonna roll with you. Yeah, we're gonna keep rolling on. We're gonna keep rolling on. Yeah, we're gonna keep rolling on. Yeah, we're gonna keep rolling on. Rockin' till the credits roll.